Matt Tommy C.
Huh?
Yeah, I guess you are
Who?
Tommy C. Maddie T. Sorry, I was going to get it. See, that's the thing is when you get used to saying something for so long, it's going to take some while to
Did you
adjust.
almost say Ty again?
No, I said Tommy C. is what I said. I guess I just mixed everybody's name together. But Maddie T. In studio with us. Thank you as always, folks, for making us a part of your morning. This morning, it's a wonderful Wednesday. Well, why it's a wonderful Wednesday? Because it's a What's Your Beef Wednesday, which is all the same to me, because Wednesdays are the shows that are reserved for your whining and complaining and whatever's on your docket for bothering you, your frustrations. Have a feeling that the past 2 days, essentially here on the Morning Rush, you could have considered being What's Your Beef Monday and Tuesday, because a lot of you have been beefing with the Razorback football program, which is fine and completely and totally understandable. But now we get to take it a different approach and be able to talk more about some of the things that are bothering us. Maybe not necessarily sports related, but that's what makes Wednesdays great. So we're going to have that, of course. We're also going to be joined by Justin Ferguson of The Athletic, who covers Auburn. And we're going to talk to him about this upcoming matchup between Arkansas and Auburn and see how he feels about the chances of Arkansas actually having a chance in this game. Because as we've been talking about, the Vegas line started out at 17 points. Auburn's been favored. It's now moved to 19.5. So Vegas and the people are really liking Auburn in this game, and it even seemed a little low to them.
I would say you surprised by that?
I am.
The number? Okay, I really thought it'd be mid-20s. If someone in Vegas would have said, "Hey, Kraft, what's your expert opinion on this game?"
Which you get a lot.
And they
do
call me a lot
Yeah,
to set the lines.
Yeah.
I mean, it's either me or Danny Sheridan's doing the work, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have said 24, 23 and a half, 22. That feels more right.
Yeah. And Auburn,
And
I know they lost to Florida, but
I always know this. Those guys out there are a lot smarter than any of us.
Yes, they are.
What are we missing here? What's the missing piece to the puzzle here we're not considering? Why? Because here's what I'm seeing. Well, why do you think it's 24, not 18, Kraft? Why do you think it's another touchdown? Well, bye week, healthy Auburn, got a case of the Reds off their loss to Florida.
I feel like that's enough, what you just
right
said.
there. I mean,
Yeah,
just
enough.
Forget I'm not even mentioning Arkansas in their situation. Just those things. What is it in the analytics? What is it that Vegas sees that we're not considering? Because we're the ones missing it, not them. It's not them. It's us.
Yeah. Well, and just to continue on with
home
your point,
field is not worth 6 points at Arkansas.
Throw that out the window.
Throw that one out.
Yeah, that is not going to be a factor. Well, give yourself some credit here with Auburn. They're averaging 34 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
They're only giving up 18. So you're talking about a 16-point differential on average. And that's including playing some pretty good teams.
Right. They played really good teams.
And Arkansas's not one of them. So I feel like that's fair to think that it'll be a 24-point line. So I guess we'll know what you do with your fence man picks this week.
I know they lost to Florida, but I think Florida's a really good football team.
Hey, they gave LSU a run down in Death Valley.
I mean, I think Auburn's a really good football team. I just don't think I'm not ready to dismiss Auburn. I think Auburn and Florida both can wreak. Is it wreak or wreak havoc? How is the phrase?
I've always said wreck.
Wreak some havoc.
It sounds better.
They're going to cause some problems in their respective divisions. Can you really see the rest of this SEC being played out without Florida beating somebody that along the rest of the way that's going to cause a problem for someone? And I'm speaking to you, Georgia, which Georgia already got beat, so maybe that's not as good a plan as it was a week ago. And is it really that far-fetched to say Auburn could beat LSU or Alabama?
No. I think more likely Alabama,
but beating Georgia again is going to cause some problems because that eliminates them from the college football playoff. Let's just be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, they're done if that happens.
And if Florida beats them, I mean, even Auburn, then Auburn still have Georgia on their schedule?
They do.
They do. So,
boy,
they play every year.
Not poor.
I think those two teams, even with a loss right now, are not teams you want to mess with.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say poor Auburn, but good grief, Florida, LSU, Georgia, and Alabama all the same year.
Hang on. Why can't those one-loss teams still get into the college football playoff?
Which one-loss teams?
Auburn and Florida.
Oh, I think they could still get in.
Yeah, I mean,
losing two would.
Yeah,
They eliminate you for sure.
What? Right. So Auburn can't lose at Arkansas.
Listen, whoever wins the SEC is going to be in the
If you're
playoff.
if you're a one-loss team and your one loss is to Arkansas, you're not getting in, right?
No, no. You know those resumes that they have in college basketball. That's a bad loss.
So is South Carolina a bad loss for Georgia? Is that
Man.
the thing for Georgia though is they still get to play Florida, they still get to play Auburn, they still get to play, we assume, Alabama, but whoever the Western Division champion is, it's going to be a good
time to make
team.
up for it.
They got time to make up for it. You lose to Arkansas, if you're Auburn, well, having 2 losses, you'd be out anyway. But I'm going to tell you, they'll fire Gus. If he loses to Arkansas, they'll fire him.
In fact,
not when he gets back, but they will fire him.
Tommy, I'd even go as far as that any team left on the schedule for Arkansas, if Arkansas ended up beating them as far as SEC teams go, that coach may be fired or may immediately be put on the hot. Like even Joe Moorhead.
They get Lane Kiffin. Not even get a ride back to the school.
Yeah. Like Joe Moorhead might get fired if he lost to Arkansas this year because they're already tired of him. So, I mean, and he's only been there for 2 seasons. So you're in that type of situation. But, I mean
heck, there's a lot of people been listening and talking to us this week that are tired of Chad Morris at Arkansas.
Mm-hmm. After 2
I'm just
seasons.
telling you, it's just the nature of this league. Patience is in very short supply right now.
It is.
And people want to win and win now. It's all the same stuff.
Yeah.
We think it's unique to Arkansas that we have this overwhelming passion and desire to win, and we're willing to do whatever we got to do with coaching positions and moves and bringing in coordinators or whatever it takes. But it's not unique here.
It's like it everywhere.
Mississippi State feels the same way right now.
Mm-hmm. And it's all about perspective, too. Because Mississippi State, for instance, they've had Dan Mullen, where every single year you were competing for 7, 8, 9 wins, which at a place like Mississippi State, that's huge. And then when that's no longer there, you're upset. Even though, Tommy, would you switch places right now or at least switch records right now with Mississippi State?
Well, they got more wins, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
So, again, it's all about perspective because if Chad Morris right now was Mississippi State's record at 3-3, 1-2 in conference, I'm not saying everyone would be pumped up and happy, but they certainly
got a
conference win, still in bowl contention. You'd be like, okay, well, at least it's improvement.
But who has been more disappointing this year based on preseason expectations, Arkansas or Mississippi State? Who has disappointed
Mississippi State.
The projections more?
Mississippi
State. And they were a top 3-4 team in the division projection.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is losing to Auburn, there's no shame in that, but losing to Kansas State and Tennessee is always going to be some shame in that.
We were sitting here trying to determine whether that was a winnable game playing Mississippi State. We saw throw out Alabama, LSU, and Auburn. Those games aren't even winnable. And we were about to put Mississippi State in that category.
Yeah, we were about to, that's for sure. Let's get into some quick hitting headlines presented by Williams Tractor.
Hey, as the calendar starting to wind down for the year, Williams Tractor is winding up the savings during the True Blue Savings event. It's going on right now. At Williams Tractor, you can take advantage of 0% financing, cashback savings, and other year-end specials on select New Holland tractors, hay and forage products, and material handling equipment. Get in on all the True Blue savings right now at Williams Tractor in Fayetteville, Berryville, or Bobcat in Northwest Arkansas, and Rogers.
So a few quick hitting headlines. Isaiah Joe has been named to the All-SEC second team by the media for Razorback basketball. And also, the Hogs have been picked to finish 11th in the SEC this year, which I had to double-check it, but that was what they were picked to finish last year. Mm-hmm. And they finished ahead of schedule, and they have done that every single year, so maybe that'll be the case this year as well.
Yeah, low expectations are the key to a happy life. It's just the key.
Oh, we must be Razorback fans. More of the Morning Rush coming up next.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fence Man and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas, we're fresh, authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh, homemade flour tortillas. La Huertas. At Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fence Man and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas, we're fresh, authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh, homemade flour tortillas. La Huertas. At Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
Morning Rush. Appreciate everybody listening in this morning. If you want to get on the conversation, be sure to call or text the Cherokee Casino hotline, 877-377-6963. We are brought to you by CBD American Shaman.
Yeah, if you need help with pain management, stress, maintaining focus, or many other issues, you need CBD American Shaman products. CBD oil is derived from all-natural, high-quality industrial hemp. It's 100% organic. It's gluten-free, non-GMO, and it has no heavy metals or insecticides either. In fact, they use the highest quality on the market today. That makes it 9 times more bioavailable, meaning their products are faster and more efficiently absorbing into your body. CBD American Shaman is also concerned with the welfare of their customers, and they have a compassionate care program with discounts for folks with chronic conditions and those that are low income and veterans as well. So find out more about all of this when you go by CBD American Shaman. They're in Fort Smith, Fayetteville, and in Rogers. So you can stop in any of their locations or find out more online at cbdamericanshaman.com. That's cbdamericanshaman.com.
And I regret to inform everybody, in case you're just joining us and in case you didn't get to see it last night, that the Washington Nationals swept the St. Louis Cardinals, and they are moving on to the World Series.
Why are you taking so much joy in that?
Did I not just say I regret to inform everybody?
Well, there was a lot of sarcasm and smart eloquy in your tone.
I'm not. You know me. I'm not a sarcastic person. I'm just reporting the news. I report, you decide, or whatever the old.
I'm deciding
adage is.
You've got a little bit of smart eloquy in your voice. You're not a Cubs fan. I mean,
I'm not. So you can't hate me for that.
You're not even a fan of a National League team.
No, I'm just not a fan.
You're a bandwagon Red Sox fan.
Now that is not true.
That is true.
No, it's not. Listen, I don't mind the Red Sox, but I own nothing of the Red Sox. Zero.
You
In fact,
claim to be a Red Sox. That's what you have claimed to be on this very program.
I said I root for 2 teams. I root for the Red Sox and the Dodgers. And you can't say the Dodgers is, because I told you I was a Manny Ramirez fan,
right.
And Manny Ramirez played for both teams, which I know he played for the Indians too, but that was before I really started following him. That's the only reason.
I don't know why a Red Sox fan would hate the Cardinals.
It's the fans. We've discussed this. It has nothing to do with the organization.
The Cardinal fans aren't obnoxious, though.
Oh man, are you sure?
I'm positive. Have you ever been to a baseball game in St. Louis?
I have. I have.
It's a great experience. It's very friendly.
I know. I mean, because whether they win or whether they lose, they do it the right way, and so
it's a great baseball town. I just don't understand why you have so much animosity.
Because
I can understand you get tired of all the winning. I understand that, but the fans. I mean, that's the part I don't understand, because the fan base isn't obnoxious.
I tell you what, Tommy.
The Red Sox fan base is obnoxious.
When I have time, I will show you the group text that I have. I can't read them on the air, but I'll show you the group text I have with my buddy who's a Cardinals fan, and I will show you one.
Well, just because your buddy's obnoxious doesn't mean the fan base is obnoxious.
But he's just one example. I've run into many. We don't need to get into this again. This is, but
You're painting with a broad brush.
All I wanted to do is just inform people of the news, because I feel like it is my duty.
Well, it might be my beef later on.
Okay, well, perfect. We'll have some fun with that then. Let's go to the Cherokee Casino hotline. Danny is in Russellville. What's going on, Danny?
Good morning, guys. Cardinal fans are great. They deserve much better than that
sure.
display they had the last 4 games. I believe they struck out 30 times in the last 2 games, and maybe more than that. But I don't understand how Nick Starkel, being a Division I quarterback, you tell him, and they pointed this out in the game, point your feet towards the direction that you're throwing the football. How is that so difficult to do? And I think we need to start calling plays that account for the fact that our offensive line's bad, instead of expecting it to hold up, because we know it's not going to hold up. And same with the defense. We know it's not going to hold up, so we need to get a little trickery or something, because we're not very good. And I got to get this beef in here. LeBron James made an absolute fool out of himself, trying to talk about something that he knew nothing about, telling the general manager of the Rockets, don't talk about something you know nothing about. And then he comes out and talks about the China situation, which clearly he had no idea what he was talking about.
Right.
I guess he just felt he needed to speak up, but it's it's a shame the way these guys suck up to the communist Chinese, I think they should be ashamed.
It's not the communist Chinese; it's the shoe companies.
It's the money.
It's the shoe companies
Oh,
because
yeah.
they need
Nike
the shoe
is China
company
all the way.
The shoe companies need China because that's where all the shoes are made because they need the inexpensive the cheap labor, right? So this is not about China. This is not about communism. This is not about anything other than pleasing Nike.
Well, you're talking about a brutal dictatorship that they're sucking up to. It's
I know Nike is that way. It's a brutal dictatorship there in Oregon.
That's why I don't wear Nike. I won't wear not one.
This is all about Nike. This is nothing. I mean, this isn't about LeBron James loves China. LeBron James loves Nike.
I thought it was just maybe LeBron James doesn't know what he's talking about.
And Nike needs China.
Well,
that's what
I don't need Nike.
The NBA needs China because a lot of these shoes are made over there, and a lot of these. Have you ever noticed how much time they spend in the off season in China? You know, a lot of these guys.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of it's because that's where a lot of this shoe manufacturing goes on.
Well, it's disgraceful. Yep. Anyway, guys, thanks for taking my call and have a good day.
Appreciate it, Danny.
Follow the money, and you'll follow people's intentions most often in life.
Danny, that's my beef. You can't go into it just yet. I want to get into that beef. That's my beef for today. But yeah, that's what a situation that they found themselves in. And
the NBA has been just exposed as a bunch of phonies. Oh, my goodness.
If there was ever a more hypocritical story of any league or any individuals that have been – because like even – I know we'll get into it later, but even LeBron James just came out and said no comment. Or even of a thing of like, listen, you know, it's a very pretentious situation, something like that. But to say, nah, this guy's wrong, he needs to be educated on it, don't do that. That makes you look stupid.
Yeah, I mean, just this is all about the NBA and protecting their interest with the shoe companies.
Money, baby.
It's all about the money. Hey, is your home in Arkansas is at least 10 years old and served by OG&E? OG&E is offering their customers a free weatherization program to increase your comfort and to lower your bills. A trained crew will perform an energy audit at no cost to you, and if your home qualifies, their crews will install energy measures that will include attic insulation, LED light bulbs, weather stripping, advanced power strips, smoke alarms, carbon monoxide detectors, and a whole lot more. And it's all absolutely free to you. Call 1-800-272-9741. That's 1-800-272-9741 and find out if your home qualifies for OG&E's free home weatherization program.
Coming up next, we're going to talk about what can Chad Morris do to restore faith and hope from Razorback fans. We'll get to that and a lot more on the other side.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fence Man and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas with fresh, authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh homemade flour tortillas. La Huertas at Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fence Man and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas with fresh, authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh homemade flour tortillas. La Huertas at Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. We're brought to you by Southern Tire Mart.
You know, this time of year can be hectic. A lot of things to do. Everybody on the go, and heading into the holidays. It's not going to lighten up anytime soon. How about Southern Tire Mart? They can help save you time and money right now with America's most trusted tire brands like Michelin and BF Goodrich. Take advantage of Southern Tire Mart's $29.95 oil change, which includes a thorough 27-point vehicle inspection. You can stop in Southern Tire Mart right now at I-540 at exit 14 in the River Valley and take care of quality Michelin and BF Goodrich tires for your vehicle and the best in-class service. Get what you need and get where you need to be with Michelin and BF Goodrich tires from Southern Tire Mart.
By the way, you know what this song's from? Well, now it's over, but the one that was playing, I know Maddie T knows it. But do you know it, Tom? I figured this would be a song you'd know from a movie. Any idea?
I wasn't listening close enough to tell you.
sorry.
I was
The
doing
good, the bad,
read.
and the ugly.
The good,
Yes.
the bad, and the ugly. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't know if you were a Western fan or
I like Westerns.
Okay. Spaghetti Westerns, Clint Eastwood.
Oh, Clint Eastwood. John Wayne.
Well, I mean, you can like both. You
Yeah.
can like both. But yes, John Wayne is the most iconic. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's what that song's from. So I didn't know if you would.
I watched True Grit this week. You know, the original John Wayne one,
Right.
since
Oh yeah.
we're in the area now.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
That's right. Even though I don't think it was technically actually filmed.
No,
in
it's
Forest.
clearly not filmed in Fort Smith.
But the new one was.
Yes,
So,
that's right. Which both were great films, by the way. So yeah, but just
parts of the new one. Let me be more specific. Parts of the new one.
yeah, that's right. So, but yeah, have to have some theme music in here for the morning rush.
They don't make westerns anymore, though.
which is a shame because I feel like there's such a universe there that you could really still explore. And but hey, to me that made a great one since Tombstone.
When I was a kid, my grandfather, my mom's dad, if you came in the house at basically any hour of the day, any day of the week, there was going to be one of three things on. If it was a weekend, there was going to be football or baseball on. Mm-hmm. And then any day of the week, there could be baseball on. He did not like Harry Carey, but he watched the Cubs because either the Cubs or the Braves were pretty much on because of TBS or WGN or a Western or maybe a war movie. That's what was on.
Yeah.
So I watched a lot of Westerns as a kid because, well, that's what was on.
Oh,
Gunsmoke. Those are kind of Westerns.
Yeah, what was it? The Rifleman? Was that
Rifleman?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember growing up.
Chuck Connors.
Yeah,
Yep,
Chuck
yep.
Connors, and I mean, my dad was always a big
I think-
McClintock fan back.
I think my fear of snakes began there because I remember being like 4 or 5 years old, and there was one of those Gunsmoke or one of those, and there was like, and this wasn't. There was one of those episodes where like someone got bit by a snake or
yeah.
something, and that was where my fear of snakes probably began. Probably need some therapy for that.
from
but-
Gunsmoke.
and then what was the series?
Bonanza.
Oh, it wasn't that. I'll think of it here in a minute. It was like a 3-part series. Golly. Anyway, the guy fell off the horse because the horse got bit by the snakes, and he fell into a nest of snakes. Somebody will help us here on the text machine. And
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know that. But yes, Westerns are great. I don't know. I need to. That's one of those early Saturday morning things, like even before college game day starts. Lonesome Dove.
Lonesome Dove's it.
There you go.
Thank you.
Look at that. Oh my goodness, we just blew up with a bunch
Lonesome
of people
Dove's it.
all at once. So there you have
I
it.
can't say the other famous line from Lonesome Dove.
Well, that's all right. Tell me off the air. I've never
Yep.
seen Lonesome Dove, so maybe that's something I need to watch.
Well, Lonesome Dove's a great. It's like a 3-part series. It's wonderful.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Craig and Greenwood, Josh and Harrison, and whoever you are from the 479.
That's a bad deal where the guy falls in like to a nest of water moccasins, and
I wouldn't think that'd be an ideal
Curtains.
situation.
Curtains for him.
I wouldn't want to be in that situation.
I was a little older when that came out, but
Yeah, I mean-
still was not. If you don't like snakes, you won't like that scene at all.
Yeah. Well, I will avoid that, and I don't know. Maybe this Sunday or something. I'll have a little marathon.
Oh, you'll
of
need
old
more
Westerns.
than Sunday.
It's one of those long ones then.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll have to look into that. It may have to be something I watch. But as fun as Westerns are, which we all love them, we were talking about, of course, with the Razorback football, and it's a What's Your Beef Wednesday, and we've had some people submit their beefs. If you want to do that, be sure to call or text Cherokee Casino Hotline 877-377-6963. But the question I had this morning is, of course, dealing with Chad Morris in Arkansas. They're taking on Auburn this Saturday at 11 a.m., and Arkansas is not going to win this game. Auburn is too good of a team. They're coming off of a bye week.
Yep.
Their only loss this year was to Florida in a fairly close game down there in the swamp. I just don't see in any way, shape, or form Arkansas wins this. And it's crazy to think about it. If you just look at, since Gus Malzahn's been at Auburn, which has been since 2013, Arkansas has only beaten Auburn once, and that was in 2015 in quadruple overtime. So even in the game you won, you needed some good luck on your side.
Magic.
Yes, needed some magic on your side to win. So we understand that in the matchup itself, Arkansas is not going to win the game. However, the question then becomes, for everyone who has been calling and texting in and saying that they're done with Chad Morris, that they're done with it, they want to move on, which I, again, don't disagree with you, don't have a problem with you saying that, but can any sort of faith, any sort of hope be restored to some people this weekend against Auburn besides just winning the game? Like, can they play really well, be very competitive, even in the fourth quarter, and that be able to restore some sort of hope for Razorback fans? Is that possible?
Yeah, I think if you were, I know the Kentucky outcome was very disappointing, but if you played this game to 24-20 and you lost, would you be satisfied? If you played this game like you did the A&M game, would you be satisfied? I mean, that's what I mean. I understand how the Kentucky game came out, and you're not playing Kentucky this weekend, but if it was 24-20 Auburn and Auburn won by 4, would you be happy with that, wouldn't you? You'd feel like there was some progress and that what we're seeing is a team getting better, a program advancing, that you'd have a little more faith that, Chad Morris and this coaching staff, maybe they do know what they're doing. Because right now, I think if we were able to run a really scientific poll better than Twitter.
What's better than that?
It'd be like 90-10. If you just simply put out, and this would be a totally unfair, unprofessional poll, does this coaching staff know what they're doing? It'd be like 90-10. No. But if they kept it like to a 4-point game, you'd turn that maybe to more like 60-40 no.
Yeah. Well, and because all you have to go off of right now is, first of all, you've had some straight losses. Like, you haven't won since Colorado State. 3 straight losses for you. And in each of those losses, something was taken away from it that has been able to put you kind of in a roller coaster, for instance. And what I mean by that is San Jose State, when you lost that game, good grief. Just blow it up. I mean, it was the worst type of loss in the worst type of fashion you could possibly have. Everyone's mad. But then you played Texas A&M the next week. And you still lost. But yet there were still some people that said, hey, game was close. They were in position to win it late. This was a perfect opportunity. Maybe they were able to move on from that terrible San Jose State game performance and get things going and try to get some things righted. And you did that heading into the bye week, which it was looking, and when you looked at it just on paper, like, this is the perfect situation, or at least the best situation you could have in the SEC. If you're Arkansas, you're heading into the bye week. You're getting guys healthy. You have an extra week to prepare for a Kentucky team that's kind of limping right now, that doesn't have a quarterback. It seemed like it was all perfect. And then when you put in the performance that you did on Saturday, it was like in those 3 losses you've had straight, every single one of them you've lost differently and has triggered a different emotion. Yeah. So people don't know what to feel right now. Right.
I tell you what people are feeling is they're still mad about San Jose State. And if you had beaten San Jose State, people would that's the thing that they're still so mad about. You could at least have a little more understanding about Kentucky. I think people would understand A&M. They won't. Not that they would like or accept losing, but they're ready to run this coach out of town. I mean, we've taken the calls. We're reading these comments. Some of these we can't read on the air. People are mad. They are PO'd. I mean, they have moved. There are a lot of people that have moved on, and I think it all goes back. I mean, clearly it goes back to the San Jose State game. You win that game, and you bring the anger level down how much, John? Right now, the anger level with the fan base comes down how much? I'm not saying people wouldn't be mad about losing to Kentucky, but how much of the anxiety is removed if you have one more win right now?
I guess my first question would be, who would be the win against?
Well, San Jose State.
Oh, it would be San Jose State?
Right.
Oh, then
because
I think cut in half at least.
Exactly. It's because it's not the fact that you have one less win. It's the fact that the loss came to San Jose State. San Jose freaking State. That is still hanging with people, man. And that's what makes this even more difficult. Like, we just had a text come in. Matt was going through but one of the texters pointed out that would make it even, if we'd lost 24-20, that would make it even more difficult to understand how did we lose to San Jose State. I think that's what's so difficult about the A&M result being close and Kentucky being 24-20, and if Auburn ended up close, how did you lose to San? And that's what it all points to coaching then. How'd you lose that game? If you'd at least won that game, a lot of people's anger and anxiety. But you can't go back and fix that. That's spilt milk. Can't do anything about it.
Because unfortunately for Arkansas, they have been a part of some of these losses over the past, 8 years, we'll say. to where it has been embarrassing. And it's also been when you lose those games, it's never, and I mean never, about not having the talent or not having the depth. It's always going to be coaching. When Arkansas lost to Louisiana Monroe, Tommy, in 2012, was that because Arkansas didn't have enough talent to beat Louisiana Monroe?
That's because Tyler Wilson got knocked out of the game with a concussion.
And they didn't run the ball
Right.
after that. I mean, you just even if Tyler Wilson was knocked out, you should have won that game.
But you could say that, well, that's an excuse. Well, I think it was a reason in that game.
Yeah, but I still think you were good enough to win without Tyler Wilson.
I agree.
So, but you taking that next step further and look at some of the other bad losses. When Brett Bielema lost to Toledo that year, was Toledo much more talented than Arkansas?
Well, that was a much better Toledo team than we thought going into that game. They ended up 9-3 that year.
But Arkansas went 5-3 in the SEC that year too.
No, they shouldn't have lost that game.
Yeah, but it came down to coaching, and it's just in the
They
same.
weren't prepared for that game.
Right. And so that's my whole point, is that all these games that we have seen, that Razorback fans have seen and have been a part of, they know what the issue is. They know who to point to when that type of thing happens because they've seen it before.
Don't disagree with you.
And, when you look at some of the great coaches, and again, I crap on Houston Nutt probably more so than anybody. I never liked Houston Nutt. But Houston Nutt, when you look at embarrassing losses that Houston Nutt had, they're almost nowhere to be found.
Now, and you can't hear, well, but that was before Saban, or that was, well, we're not talking about those kind of games.
No, we're talking about losing to San Jose State type teams is what we're talking about.
He had some close shaves.
He did.
But he didn't lose them.
Yeah. I mean, his most embarrassing loss may be what? When he lost to Vanderbilt and Jay Cutler in 2005?
UNLV and
maybe that was a bad one too.
Bowl.
But you're talking about in 10 years, you got maybe two.
Lost to Minnesota in the Music City Bowl.
Yeah. I mean, but those are at least Power 5 teams.
Right. No.
So, I mean, but my whole point is that Arkansas has been there before, and they've seen this before, and they know who to point the finger at. And I think that that's what made the San Jose State loss. Of course, it's awful for everybody, but why Razorback fans jumped so quick off ship for Chad Morris is because they know who the culprit is. They know what the reason is, and 100% it comes on coaching.
Right. And we're just in a different age now, and Houston Nutt was never paid $4 million a year.
No, he was not.
3.5. He's 3.5 now. Bielema was paid $4+. And the expectations are just higher. And I know the league's tougher, but you keep losing these kind of games, and we see last week what the effect was. What happened right after the loss to Kentucky? One loss became two, because what else happened? You lost a big-time recruit. Decommitment. Then the next day or 2 days later, you lost two more players. That one went into the transfer portal, one just retired from football or whatever, McClure. Then Bush goes into the portal. I mean, this thing just seems to, it just gets worse. So, you lose recruit and two players off your roster. These are all just signs of, these are the kind of things that happen when things internally are worse than you think from the outside.
I even talked to some of the recruiting experts that are in the media here, and I was asking them about Devin Bush. Because I get Davion's McClure situation. All right, listen. You got a kid, you got a family, you got to take care of your business, man. I commend him for it. That's something that should be respected. But the Bush thing with him leaving, it's like, man, I know that some guys sometimes don't pan out, and I know that sometimes Rivals and 247 and all these places, they don't get it right. But to me, losing a guy like Bush who had offers to pretty much any big time SEC school, and you lose him because he wasn't getting playing time, even though he enrolled early in the spring because he was under the impression he would get a lot of playing time. Those are the things that start making you wonder, okay, is it a lack of ability by Devin Bush? Or is it the lack, maybe did the coaching staff promise this guy some things and they didn't deliver? You start questioning everything. And then it's like, even when I don't know if you saw the tweet, Tommy, but something we discussed about Briston Guidry. He used to play for Arkansas, but he left football back in May. When he's tweeting out stuff of like, man, things I'm hearing from my teammates, I don't like.
Not going to put a lot of stock into that. It's a very nebulous tweet.
I know, but why would he put it out, though?
I understand. Well, some people, because he wants you talking about it on the radio, mentioning his name.
Maybe so, but it's just,
I don't know. I just can't put a lot of stock into stuff like that. If you can't be specific, then that's very,
listen,
very vague.
That's fair. But I'm just saying it's out there.
I understand.
And when people see those things, that's what makes people start wanting to sound the alarm.
But we're only left to draw a conclusion. That's not fair either to the coaches.
No. But again, it's all coming at the worst possible time.
I know, but
it's
that's
a compilation.
But no one wants to kick you when you're up. They only want to kick you when you're down.
Yeah, because they can't kick you when you're up. They can only kick you when you're down on the ground for sure. Morning Rush brought to you by Sassy's, my favorite place in Fayetteville. It is fantastic food, folks. I go there. I'm going to be making the trip up to Fayetteville this weekend for the Auburn game, and I know a lot of you will be as well. And if you need a place to eat lunch and or dinner, which I know you do, head over to Sassy's. They have 2 locations in Fayetteville, off of College and off of Weddington. It's still barbecue season because barbecue season's all the
13
time.
months a year.
That's right. It never ends, and they have great barbecue options for you. Try the brisket tacos. That's what I'm going to do as my appetizer, and then go into the barbecue nachos as my
messing it up, John. Wings. The smoked wings.
Well, I can do all of them, can't I? Listen, I mean,
you're going to stay for the game. You got time to do them all.
Yeah,
correct.
And Tommy has given me the corporate credit card, so
that's right.
I expense that stuff. So that's fine. I can make it work.
Expired in 2009, but he didn't know that, folks.
I want to make sure that I get some great food, great options, and that's what Sassy's has with their 2 locations in Fayetteville, off of College and off of Weddington. So if you're driving up there, head over there and get you some good food, and you'll probably see me. And if you do, get the John Neighbor special. While I'm there, let me see the reaction.
Nick Mason says best catfish on Weddington.
That's right. They got great catfish options as well. I mean, they got everything that's great. So just you can't go wrong when you go with Sassy's. But we got a few people that have been texting in to the Cherokee Casino hotline, 877-377-6963. Corey and Roger says the problem with Kentucky is that they didn't take 2 weeks to prepare for the first week. They gave the young guys reps. And Corey, it's interesting you bring that up because I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not at all. But I do find it so fascinating where if you're a bad team, if you're losing games, everything is put under the microscope and criticized. It's the same thing last season when Chad Morris was flying down to Dallas to watch his son play football on Friday nights in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody would have given 2 rips about it if Arkansas was winning.
Nope.
But when they're losing, all bets are off. Everything you can possibly find, you're going to bring to the table and be like, well, here's my problem with this. If the teams weren't ready on Saturday, maybe Chad Moore shouldn't have been watching high school football on Friday. I mean, that was just the fact of the matter. And so there's a lot of these situations where people will be bringing up. And again, I'm not saying you're wrong, Corey. I'm not saying that, that's not an issue. I'm not. I'm just saying that those are the things you don't hear about if you're winning. That's never a problem if you're winning. And it's not even like you're winning every game. But if Arkansas was 4-2 right now, which I think we all agree they should be.
Right.
They should have beaten San Jose State, and they should have beaten Kentucky. Right there are the 2 games they should have won. Then I don't think anybody is sitting here losing their minds. In fact, I think, Tommy, if they're sitting at 4-2 like they should be, we're all heading into the Auburn game saying, hey, I'm not saying they'll win, but if this happens and these things go right, they may have a chance. They may have a fight.
After the Colorado State game, people said they weren't headed in the right direction, but I think it was described on the show they were pointed in the right direction. I don't think anyone believes this program's pointed in the right direction after San Jose State and after Kentucky. People weren't wringing their hands so much after A&M, but 2 of the last 3 have really got people concerned.
Yeah.
And it's not the loss against Kentucky as much as it is the decision-making. It's the in-game decisions. It's not the fact because there weren't a lot of people predicting a win at Kentucky. They thought it was a possible win. I would say less than half of you out there thought that the Kentucky game was going to result in a W on the road. Just a lot of us preseason thought Kentucky, would be better than they've been. But the fact that you got beat by a wide receiver playing quarterback, and we've talked about the end of the first half and the decision-making there, the lack of or the waiting too long to make a decision to make a change at quarterback, some of the play-calling decisions. I mean, we can go through it. We know what the decisions or the lack of timely decision-making resulted in this game. It's those things that got all of us concerned about, can this thing ever get right? Because some of these things are just deep in the DNA of where you're at right now. I mean, that's just will any of it ever change? I know it's just year 2, but a head coach that operates under these guidelines, I don't know that even in year 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I don't think more time's going to change the way he operates.
Mm-mm.
That's my concern.
Mm-mm. Because you can't afford more time. Like you can't afford another year of this.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying a third year is not going to make his decision making quicker or with less consternation, I guess.
So with that understanding, which I agree with you, but with that understanding, does that mean that this cannot be turned around, that there cannot be hope restored? Because those have been the things that's been plaguing this team. If those things can't get figured out, is there any way to restore it?
I don't know. Hey, let me tell you about the fall celebration at Crabtree RV. You can take advantage of RV show pricing on hundreds of new models. Deer Hunter specials under $10,000 right now, and wholesale to the public pricing on dozens of pre-owned RVs right now. Saturday night, they're going to have a trunk or treat event. Bring the kids by for a lot of candy and a lot of fun, starting at 6 o'clock, and celebrate Halloween and fall at Crabtree RV. That's this Saturday, so watch the game, go to the game, do all your fun stuff on Saturday, then be at Crabtree RV this Saturday night at 6 o'clock at Crabtree RV in Alma for their trunk or treat. That's Crabtree RV in Alma, where your family's dreams come true.
It is a What's Your Beef Wednesday, which we're going to be doing around 7:15 this morning. So if you want to get your beefs in, be sure to text the Cherokee Casino hotline, 877-377-6963. We'll be doing that. And also, Justin Ferguson of The Athletic will be joining us at 8 o'clock. He covers Auburn. Going to get a little bit more into that matchup. And you know, Tommy, there's still some people out there that are texting in saying that they should have hired Gus. Is that always? I feel like that's always going to be.
They tried to hire Gus, and at least once they tried to hire Gus.
Yeah, they probably should. If they were going to hire Gus, when they should have hired Gus? They should have hired Gus before Bielema. That's when they should have hired him.
Hey, join Arkansas Valley Electric and Wave Rural Connect. They're going to have a free event with free hot dog lunch at their new Van Buren office this Friday, October 18th from 11 to 2. If you don't know about Wave Rural Connect, they want to tell you more. They have hot dogs, chips, and sodas, and they're going to answer all your questions. And a $100 sign-up fee is going to be waived for everyone that signs up for Wave Rural Connect. They're bringing TV, high-speed internet, and phone service to the members of Arkansas Valley Electric. So get in touch with Arkansas Valley. Show up at their Van Buren office on Highway 59. That's 5600 North Highway 59, 11 to 2 this Friday with Arkansas Valley Electric and Wave Rural Connect.
Travis Tollett from Williams Tractor. As the calendar winds down, Williams Tractor is winding up the savings on your favorite color, True Blue. During the True Blue sales event going on now at Williams Tractor, take advantage of 0% financing, cashback options, and other year-end specials on select New Holland tractors, hay and forage products, and material handling equipment. Get in on all the True Blue savings now to Williams Tractor in Fayetteville, Berryville, or Bobcat of Northwest Arkansas and Rogers. But hurry in, the deal's in when the year does, on December 31st.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson. My mom and dad founded Razorback Camper Sales 50 years ago. It all started back in 1969 on the corner of St. Louis and Airport Road in Hot Springs. Spending time with family and helping our customers make lasting memories is what we've been doing for the last half century. Isn't that right, Mac?
That's right, Papa!
From all of us at Razorback Camper Sales, thank you for the last 50 years.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest Bank. My goal today? Play an epic drum solo. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Sorry about that. Maybe I should have let an expert help me accomplish my goal. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. We can help you rock out buying a new home in no time. Get pre-qualified in person or on your phone. When it comes to your finances, trust the experts. Trust Arvest, equal housing lender. Watch me attempt more goals at arvest.com/experts.
Are you in the market for a new pool or spa? Seaside Pools and Spas has been constructing quality pools in the four-state area since 1967. It's your one-stop shop for chemicals, equipment, spas, and in-ground pools. With a service department like no other, Seaside Pools and Spas can help you with any repair, maintenance, or renovation needs necessary. Visit Seaside Pools and Spas today in Springdale and Bentonville or online at seasidepools.com.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call Kohler and Green Insurance in Fort Smith, 484-9888, and in Van Buren, 474-9888, and online at KohlerGreen.com.
Arkansas Valley Electric Cooperative is excited to introduce Wave Rural Connect, bringing state-of-the-art fiber internet, TV, and phone services right into the homes of all their members. Get amazing fast fiber internet 100 megabits for only $49.95 per month, or 1 gigabit for $79.95 per month. Go to waveruralconnect.com to find out where they're installing in your area, or call 1-833-4WAVE-RC. Arkansas Valley Electric Cooperative and Wave Rural Connect, changing the communities we serve.
Hardee's new 2-3 More breakfast menu is as easy as a walk in the park. $2 gets you a pair of cinnamon and raisin biscuits or a savory sausage biscuit. $3 gets you a tasty bacon, egg, and cheese on a made-from-scratch biscuit. And $4 gets you a hearty breakfast platter loaded with sausage and other breakfast classics. In fact, the new 2-3 More menu may even be simpler than a walk in the park. It's more like a walk in an airport, where they have those sidewalks that move for you. Pilots have it made. The new Hardee's 2-3 More menu. Offer available for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating Hardee's restaurants. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included.
Barley is the soul of Budweiser. That's why we've been working with the same family-owned American farms for more than 50 years to harvest it. The secrets to growing this grain perfectly have been passed down through 3 generations. For them, it's a legacy. And it's why only the best barley and locally sourced ingredients are used to make Budweiser. Budweiser is proudly raised across America. This Bud's from our barley farmers. This Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Budweiser Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Did you invest in real estate only to find out that real estate takes up too much of your time? If you answered yes, then it's time to make a call to the experts. With more than 30 years of combined property management experience and more than 16,000 units managed, Trinity Multifamily are the ones to call. Get your life back. Call Trinity Multifamily at 479-452-1817 or online at trinitymultifamily.com. Trinity Multifamily, your teammate in the real estate game.
Spring is in the air. Not in the house, Dalton. Okay, AJ. Aw, snap, I told you not in the house. Red Kool-Aid all over the white carpet. Mom and Dad are gonna... Okay, AJ. I can't believe it. We're so in trouble. I told you so.
Thank you for calling Service Master Clean. This is Tanya. How can I help you?
Tanya, it's Dalton. For the clean you expect and the service you deserve. Think Service Master Clean. Visit us online at smcleanonline.com.
Got a mystery stain on the carpet and the kids insist they don't know what it is? Or you're just ready to give the house a good spring cleaning? Call Service Master Clean at 646-4087. Call today for spring specials.
Service Master Clean. For the clean you expect and the service you deserve. It's okay, AJ.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
Plenty of sunshine today. Our high temperatures this afternoon will climb to right around 60 degrees. You should see the mid-60s further south. Now, as we head through tonight, mainly clear, a little patchy frost, especially north as we drop down into the upper 30s. Sunshine, our high temperatures mid to upper 60s on Thursday. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
Weather is brought to you by OG&E Weatherization Program for Arkansas customers with homes at least 10 years old. Call 1-800-272-9741 for details or log on at oge.com.
Radio station.
KERX, Paris, Fort Smith, from the Bush and Bushlight Studios. This is ESPN 95.3. This hour of the Morning Rush is brought to you by Quantum Property Services. Buying, selling, investing, and encompassing all your property needs. Broadcasting live from the Toyota Studios, this is the Morning Rush.
We keep putting ourselves in position to win games, and we're not stringing things together to finish it, and that's our job as coaches. We've got to get our guys to do a better job of executing, making things clear for our guys so they can just go out and play and be able to execute in those key moments. Our guys want to win. We want to win for them. We want it for them. I will say this, they're playing extremely hard.
with John Neighbors
Every time you put a mic in my face, I'm going to say Arkansas.
and Tommy Kraft.
My friends and I, we drank beer, liked beer, still like beer.
The Morning Rush starts right now.
1 hour down, 2 hours to go. Appreciate everybody listening in on this beautiful day here in the great state of Arkansas. John Neighbors, Tommy Kraft, Maddie T, all in studio with you today. And thank you as always for making us a part of your morning this morning, where we are brought to you by Williams Tractor.
Yeah, the True Blue Savings event is going on now at Williams Tractor. Take advantage of 0% financing, cashback savings, and other year-end specials on select New Holland tractors, hay and forage products, and material handling equipment. Get in on all the True Blue savings right now at Williams Tractor. 3 locations. They're in Fayetteville, Berryville, or stopping at Bobcat of Northwest Arkansas and Rogers. Hurry in. This deal ends when the year is done.
If you want to get on the conversation, call or text the Cherokee Casino hotline, 877-377-6963. We got a few people who have been texting. This comes from the 479. He says, has anyone given much thought to the fact that a quarterback that wasn't good enough to play for us is going to come in here in a few weeks and beat us? Talking about Ty Storey being at Western Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
I think that has been thought about.
Yeah, I think that's been discussed.
I think it has been discussed. And would that be the lowest of the low if that ended up happening?
Well, I mean, Cole Hedlund came in and almost scored more points than the entire Arkansas team did.
Yeah, that was bad. But you're talking about but here's the thing. Like, Cole Hedlund was not a good kicker at Arkansas. He really wasn't.
Yeah.
But like Ty Storey, I'm not saying he was a great quarterback, but you went to him and said, we don't need you anymore. Go somewhere else. And for him to come back into Fayetteville and to win when he only won. Actually, he never won a game as a starter because the 2 games last year, Cole Kelly started game 1 and then Connor Nolan started game 2.
Yeah.
Whew. That would be a bad situation. But no, it has been thought about. It has been contemplated. And if you are really interested in nightmares and horror movies, that would be a really good one to talk about. So, Corey says, though 30-plus players have left the roster from the old coaching staff, is it possible that we still have a little bit of cancer in the locker room? See, that was something that got thrown around a lot last year too, and I don't think you do. Again, I'm not in the locker room. You're not in the locker room. It's hard to decide whether or not that's actually going on, but I wouldn't think so because of the mass overhaul that you've had and the leaders that are on your team. Listen, if there were issues or if there were players that didn't want to be on Arkansas's roster anymore after year 1, they would have left. They had an opportunity to leave. They either graduated or they could have entered in the transfer portal. And so my assumption would be that all the players that are stuck around from last year to this year wanted to be here, wanted to be playing for Chad Morris. So I don't buy into that. Again, I don't think it's a player issue. I don't. Now there may be some issues in the locker room. I don't think there's cancers in the locker room or anything like that. But again, to me, it all comes back to just the coaching and the preparation and having the game plan and the execution of everything. I mean, all of that just goes hand in hand. I don't think it is like it was last year, where you're constantly looking around and just saying, my goodness, it's just completely devoid of talent. Hey, this is all a bunch of Brett Bielema's players that are trying to go under the Chad Morris system, trying to fit a round peg into a square hole. It's just not going to work. That's not what this is this year. That's what the reason was last year. This year's a whole new reason. This year's a whole new issue. It's the amount of indecisions. It's the amount of lack of preparation. It's all, to me, on Chad Morris and this coaching staff and their ability to figure out ways to win and ways to be prepared for games and ways to compete in the SEC. To me, that's what it's more about.
Yeah.
So it's not that you're devoid of talent. Because, again, we're not even talking about beating Alabama or Auburn.
Nope.
We're talking about beating San Jose State and beating Kentucky, who doesn't even have a quarterback. Like, those are the games we're talking about here. Because that was Tommy.
We're talking about teams that are bubble bowl teams or not going to make a bowl.
Exactly.
We're not talking about beating the teams that are in the top 15 of the country. We're not even putting Missouri, which at one time was in the conversation as a beatable team. We've removed that. I have at least removed that from the conversation as a winnable game. It's top 25 team right now, fringe top 25 team. Remove that from the conversation. We've put Mississippi State in the conversation as a winnable game. So things change, because they have not lived up to expectations that we had in the preseason. So we've swapped Missouri and Mississippi State. But we're not coming in and saying, beat Bama, beat LSU. We're still just trying to figure out how to get to 4 or 5 wins. And I'm telling you, that San Jose State thing, he's never going to get over that. It's ultimately San Jose State, North Texas are going to be the two that haunt Chad Morris. When we look back on this thing, and whenever it is, when he gets fired, those are going to be the two things that stick out. When they start rolling the B-roll, when Pig Trail Nation or Channel 5, and when the story comes out, those are going to be the videos that roll first. When you start trying to explain what happened, those are going to be the games that most likely you go to first.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to have to be some massive turnaround quickly to right this ship.
And it's not, to me, at this point, you can't just play well. You can't just give a great effort. Or even, at this point, you can't even be competitive.
Yeah, losing close is only going to work so many more times.
It's a matter of you winning.
No one's expecting. Nobody is expecting victories this week or next week.
No.
The
Probably
next
won't
time,
even be close.
The next time you're expecting to even be competitive late fourth quarter is going to be Mississippi State.
Mm-hmm. And then Western Kentucky after that.
Yep. If you can win those two,
may change some things.
Yeah.
Because you get an SEC victory. You go 4-8.
You got a 3-week period because then you got a bye week.
Yeah.
So you got a 3-week period of, if you could pull that off, you could have, some people that, then you get LSU and Missouri. You're probably not going to end as well as you began the month, but at least some people could have a 3-week period there of some satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. And that right there, and even if you ended, say if you beat Mississippi State and Western Kentucky, you could treat that Missouri game. No one's going to want to hear this, but you can almost treat the Missouri game kind of similar to what Bobby Petrino in his first year did, where it's like that's kind of your bowl game.
Right.
That's the game where you go all in Little Rock, and you're going up against a Missouri team that's much better than you, but maybe you can ruin something for them.
You talk about you end up finding a way to ruin Missouri's end of regular season, and you win that and get to 5. That would provide some real momentum going into a month of recruiting, and then you're focused all in on recruiting. You don't have anything else to focus on. I mean, you're not practicing. You're not doing anything other than getting recruiting accomplished. So, it'd give you some forward momentum. And I don't think there's any discussion of a change going into year 3 would be off the table.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have and that would be best case scenario, right? We're talking best case scenario here.
Best case scenario.
You got a couple SEC wins. No one's talking about change at that point. At least not initiated from the university standpoint.
Mm-mm. No, not at all. And as crazy as it is to say or to even think about, winning 2 more games against Mississippi State and Western Kentucky is not just completely and totally irrational. It's not.
Best case scenario would be to win 3.
Yeah, and if you did that, I think that restores all the faith, or at least most of the faith, back in Chad.
Yeah. Hey, Burton Pools and Spas is cranking up the warehouse sale starting this Friday through the 28th of October. Brand new Hot Springs hot tubs are on sale and no interest for 60 months, or take an instant rebate of up to $2,700. They got to make room for the 2020 models that are arriving right now, and you can choose over 60 luxury spas to choose from that are on sale right now. They got to clean out the warehouse. Like we said, the 2020 models are arriving. That means huge savings right now for you. So enjoy a mini vacation every day in your backyard with a new spa from Burton Pools and Spas. The warehouse sale now this Friday through the 28th at Burton Pools and Spas, 0% financing or up to $2,700 cash back. Burton Pools and Spas, Springdale and in Fort Smith. Burton Pools and Spas, your source for backyard fun.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fence Man and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas with fresh, authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh, homemade flour tortillas.
La Huertas.
At Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fence Man and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas with fresh, authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh, homemade flour tortillas.
La Huertas.
At Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. Appreciate everybody listening in this morning. We were brought to you by The Fence Man.
Hey, do you own a business that needs more security or just needs more curb appeal? A new fence from The Fence Man can give you both. The Fence Man specializes in custom installations, and they've been doing it for 40 years. Gates, controlled access systems, card readers. The Fence Man can do it all. And for a quick no obligations quote, call Henry at 479-782-3936. That's 782-3936. They work out of the River Valleys. They service Northwest Arkansas as well. That's 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
Of course, it is a Wednesday, so we're going to be having a What's Your Beef Wednesday here on the show. And if you want to submit who or what you're beefing with today, be sure to do via the Cherokee Casino hotline, 877-377-6963. So without further ado, let's get into What's Your Beef Wednesday here on the Morning Rush.
What is wrong with you? I want to complain. I'm complaining.
I want to complain about complaining.
I want to complain.
It really pisses me off today to simply listen to people whine and complain.
I'm angry. I'm spitting angry. I'm like a tornado of anger, swirling about. My heart rate is dangerously high right now.
I'm complaining because not enough people tickle, hug, or smile.
I'm so mad I could eat ball bearings and crap BBs.
It's time for What's Your Beef Wednesday.
All right, it is time for What's Your Beef Wednesday. Danny in Russellville, who called in earlier in the show, kind of took part of mine, but that's okay. I'm going to dive into it a little more. I think it's obvious that if you want to go with the Razorback football team as being your beef, that's fine, but I'm going to switch it up, and I'm going to go with LeBron James. And I know that this has been talked about, discussed, debated on several different shows, and even in the political world it's been talked about. But listen, this whole thing with the NBA and China has been kind of disturbing because, listen, you want to have peace and you want to be able to get along with everybody as much as possible, but there just are some places and there are some governments that, here, especially in the United States of America, just can't be supported and can't be something that you're all in on, or at least come out and be supportive of them. And when Daryl Morey of the Houston Rockets, this has been a story that's been going on for a few weeks right now, when he's coming out and he's just in support of the anti-government protests that are happening in Hong Kong, simple tweet, and the NBA is acting the way they are, where they're trying to ride on both sides of the fence and say, well, freedom of speech and all, but I don't necessarily agree with it. We know that Adam Silver came out and Steve Kerr came out. Like, those comments I didn't really agree with, but, that's what the way they want to handle it. LeBron James, who is, without a doubt, Tommy, is the biggest name in all of NBA. I mean, he's about as big as you could have of an athlete, period. I mean, you could make arguments that he is the most iconic current athlete, professional athlete in the world right now. I mean, you could definitely make that argument.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he coming out, and because he had a whole week to prepare for this statement. He had been silent, and everyone was looking to LeBron James because LeBron James has had these shows. He's had the shop, as he likes to call it, where they talk about things, not just basketball, but politics and social life and all of that. So everyone was looking, all right, he's got a comment on everything. He's got a statement on everything. What is he going to say about China? Well, what he came out and said was not only did he have issues with, the handling of what Daryl Morey said and all that, he understands it's free speech, but he came out and he was against what he said and says he needs to be more educated on the matter. He needs to, before he speaks, he needs to know more about the situation. And as if that wasn't bad enough, he then takes to Twitter after that comment came out and said, listen, me and my team had a difficult week this week in China. With all the things going on and all the comments, we had a difficult week.
Sure they did.
I'm sure, you know what? I'm sure they did. But my whole thing is like, to say it that way and to see how it's been handling by not only LeBron but all the NBA is just goes to show you that the NBA, who's been really adamant that saying that they want to come out against political foes and they want to come out and be outspoken about social issues and political issues and all of that. They want to be that type of league. For them to come out and now clearly show that they're about the money.
Yep.
It's not about the message. It's not about being outspoken against wrongdoing. It's not about any of that. It's about the money. It's hypocrisy to its fullest. And I wouldn't have respected it, but I would have even been a little more okay with if LeBron James just came out and said, it's a situation I don't really want to talk about. I don't want to get into that. I don't want to talk about it. No comment. Moving on. I wouldn't have respected it, but I'd been like, okay, it's probably smart on his part. But to take that stance, to say that Daryl Morey is the uneducated one, the one that he shouldn't speak about things like that before he knows the situation, it's disgusting and it's stupid. And it's just another reason why I feel like the past couple weeks, the NBA, and now LeBron James probably more so than anybody, has taken serious hits. And I don't really know what the outcome is going to be because I don't think they're going to apologize. They understand it's going to affect the bottom line if they don't come out and try to handle it the way they are. I mean, Tommy, the amount of money they make in China is astronomical, and they know it, and that's why they've taken this stand. So don't ever tell me it's about coming out and being outspoken. Don't ever tell me it's about standing up for what's right. It's all about the money, baby, and you've proven it the past few weeks.
It's a huge TV market, as we know, but it's really about the shoe companies and their foothold there with manufacturing shoes and their presence in a country that means a lot to the shoe industry. But I don't think this plays well in middle America where the NBA is large and huge in cities where they have teams. In the big cities, in the big markets in this country, because there's 30 NBA teams. In those big 30 cities, the NBA plays well. In the flyover part of the country, I don't know how big in Arkansas, we're fans of certain players, and particularly former Razorbacks. We're big Bobby Portis fans.
Yeah.
We're big Joe Johnson fans when he's in the league. I guess he's back in now.
Even Patrick Beverly.
But, this is, I'm not saying there aren't NBA fans listening. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that we're not big NBA fans as a whole in this state. We're big Razorback fans.
Yeah.
So we don't take kindly in these parts of the country, rural parts of the country, to taking shots at democracy, and not standing up, and more importantly, just not standing up for democracy.
Yeah.
Well, we don't like it when you take a stance that's anti-American or has the perception that it's anti-American. Don't like that too much. The NBA already struggles in certain parts of the country because we don't have a connection, and because we're not connected to a market. It's easy when you're in Dallas, or if you're in New York, or if you're in Chicago, or you're in Memphis even, or Oklahoma City. Those are better examples that are kind of at our back doors, depending on which side of this state you live in. But even that's a stretch. Even if you're in the western side of the state, Oklahoma City's somewhat of a stretch of how connected you are to the Thunder. Or in Little Rock. I mean, you guys live there. How connected were people in Little Rock to the Grizzlies?
I mean, kind of casual, if anything.
If anything.
Yeah.
But your affection and your allegiance to them was not going. I mean, this kind of stuff irritates because we're patriots.
It's freedom.
Yeah.
It's if you want to simplify it to its utmost, it's freedom.
And you would think the NBA would take a lesson, would take a page out of the book and learn, and they haven't, from what the NFL went through with the kneeling during the national anthem. I'm not saying this is the same thing. But it's starting to walk a little bit down that same path that the NFL went a mile down with Kaepernick and the kneeling during the national anthem and all of those things. The NBA don't need to go down there because it cost the NFL greatly. I mean, ask DirecTV how much refunding they did on the NFL package, on the Red Zone package. I mean, the NBA don't want to go there to start their year.
No, they don't. I mean, I get that everyone's going to have different political stances.
This isn't political, though.
But that's what is going to be my point.
This
goes
America.
further than that. This goes against the simple freedoms that we as humans should have. Human beings, human race. And just the way that they've handled it has just been, it's disgusting.
Well, it's about
absolutely
money.
disgusting.
It's about money over basic human rights, like you said. It's about protecting Nike. It's about protecting shoe deals. It's about protecting, again, follow the money and you'll follow people's true intentions generally.
Yep. And listen, I'll be curious to see how it impacts the NBA going forward with this stance that they've taken. Like you said, this state itself and where we're at is not huge NBA, but there's NBA fans, there's NBA markets, there's people that love players. What about those television rates? Are those going to be impacted by this? Is sales of jerseys going to be? I mean, just what type of impact is this going to have taking this stance is going to be my question.
Nike has already found themselves, having to make tough political stances and decisions, and this is just another one that they keep losing and eroding a little bit of their fan base and their customer base a little bit more. I think this is another hit Nike takes eventually because they can't get out of the way of this thing either. They're going to get caught up in this.
Yeah. I mean, this is just, I think it's just bad all around for everybody.
I mean, they got caught up in the Kaepernick deal. And I think this is another example where, and we all know somebody that quit buying Nike products over that, or at least threatened to. And I think a lot of people did.
Yeah.
Particularly the older demographic.
But, and again, some of these things can be comical as far as how people react to it. But, the whole thing with Nike, for instance, one of the big marketing deals they had was with Colin Kaepernick. And they said, that had his face, and then in the caption it said, believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything. To which a lot of people have changed that to believe in something unless China tells you not to.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of how it feels right now. So it's a long answer, but I feel like that's something that a lot of people have been beefing with. I've been beefing with it. I'll see how it plays out, but geez, LeBron James, you're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot. And you're all about the money. Don't ever tell anybody else that you're about standing up for what's right. You're about the money at the end of the day.
About the money and about taking care of Nike.
That's right. Exactly. So, all right, what's your beef, Tommy?
Well, that's about the Cardinals. I mean, just
a little more lighthearted.
The Razorbacks we've just spent so much time on that. But
I know.
Just such a disappointing thud of an ending. After you thought you'd maybe found the bats a little bit in that first inning against the Braves, and I understand the Nationals have some great pitching, and they put it on full display. But my goodness, what a weak effort! What a weak effort in the NLCS. What a poor way to end the year. But I guess proud that you got this far and you were in the NLCS. But you'd like to put up a little bit more of a fight. I guess my beef is just you get there and then you just lay an egg.
Get swept.
Yeah, you get swept, but it's worse than swept, right? I mean, they finally in the middle innings got some runs on the board, but gave up 7 in the first. I mean, it was over. You were essentially what you did to the Braves to get out of the NLDS was done to you last night. It was over in the first. I mean, no sense in watching past the first. So
yeah, they scored 6 runs in 4 games, and 4 of those 6 came last night.
Right, but came in the 5th inning or whatever it was. I mean, it wasn't even worth keeping up with after the first inning when they gave up 7.
Yeah,
7-0 in the first.
Hey, I mean, the Cardinals weren't expected to beat the Braves, right? So at least there was that element.
Right, but put your gloves up. At least put a fight up.
Which I get. And also the Nationals have kind of been known for completely and totally, blowing it in the playoffs.
They didn't start out well this year. I heard Ruskin talking about this a little bit yesterday, and he is a Nationals fan and has been with them for a while, even when they weren't as good. And they have pitched awfully well and got it put together this year. They're going to be a hard out. So
do you have a rooting interest now that the Cardinals are out? No,
not really.
Not the Nationals, not the Yankees, not the Astros.
Yeah, I guess maybe the Astros.
Closest in proximity.
Yeah,
I guess. Kind of. Yeah, I wasn't all that interested in it as it was, but now it's really been taken out.
Trying to think, Keichel's not with the Astros anymore. He's with the Braves. So do you really have are there any former Razorbacks? Am I missing anybody?
Not that pops into my mind.
Any former connections there that I don't really know.
No.
Yep.
I don't think so either.
So now you go to friends and family. I guess you go. I don't know. I don't really care.
No. So, I'm with you.
I'll watch just because it's the World Series.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that one. So your beat's the Cardinals.
Just disappointing. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Not that they got beat. Just the fact that they didn't show up.
If they would have gone to the World Series, would you have gone to a game?
I'd have made every effort, yeah.
Okay.
Just because it's the World Series,
They haven't played in it since 2011, right?
No, they played in... What year was it? 2014? I have to look it up. They played the Red Sox. They lost to the Red Sox in the World Series. 14? 14 or 15.
Okay. I mean, like I said, I'm completely and totally oblivious
to. They've been to the World Series since then.
To what they do and how they do. I mean, it's
you ought to know they played your Red Sox.
They're not my Red Sox. I have
You've
said
sat
many
here and
times.
claimed your affection for the Red Sox.
No.
The Red Sox and the Dodgers.
I casually root for them if they're there. That's all I do.
Sounds like you're a homer. Sounds like you're a fan.
2012, I believe, was when it was. I'm sorry. I'm just telling you. I don't try to be one of those guys that comes out of the woodwork and starts tweeting out and cheering on. Yeah, those are my Red Sox. I don't own us. I couldn't even tell you. I could probably name 2 players on the Red Sox team, and that would even surprise me. So no, don't try to put that on me. But I'm sorry that your Cardinals lost, Tommy.
Yeah. At least they were in the. At least they had a chance at a pennant. So
yeah, barely, but still had a chance at it.
What's Your Beef Wednesday brought to you by Wave Rural Connect from Arkansas Valley Electric. Are you an Arkansas Valley Electric customer? Well, soon they're going to be bringing high-speed fiber-connected internet service to you along with TV and phone service as well. Go to Wave Rural Connect and find out how soon service will be in your area. This Friday, they're going to have a free lunch for you at their Van Buren location. Stop in and see them at 5600 North Highway 59. That's north of Van Buren between 11 and 2. Now, if you sign up for service this Friday, they'll waive the $100 sign-up fee for those that sign up the event this Friday. They'll have hot dogs, chips, and soda, so this is going to be a great time to come out and find out more about the service as Phase 1 is rolling out with Wave Rural Connect. Go to Wave Rural Connect and find out when they're going to be connecting customers in your neighborhood. That's Wave Rural Connect from Arkansas Valley Electric. Wave Rural Connect, powered by Arkansas Valley Electric. WaveRuralConnect.com.
So if you want to get in your beefs on this What's Your Beef Wednesday, to go ahead and text into the Cherokee Casino hotline, 877-377-6963. By the way, the years that, of course, we get text whenever we're trying to think of something. It's 2013 was the time the St. Louis Cardinals and Red Sox met. So, sorry I didn't know that. Sorry I didn't know that. This comes from the 479. He says that he has 2 beefs. Says, 1, that we are going down the NBA rabbit hole. Who cares? Tommy, you just said we aren't an NBA state. We don't care about this crap. Yeah,
we weren't talking about NBA. We were talking about LeBron.
Yeah.
It's like we don't talk about golf, but we talk about Tiger.
That's right.
There's a difference. LeBron's bigger than the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
So we weren't talking about the NBA. We didn't talk about one dribble, one play, one anything. This is bigger than the NBA. This is a social issue we're talking about here.
And he also says, I agree that LeBron is an idiot, and that could have been it. Okay. And then he says the second beef is that these Razorback fans trying to sell tickets for face value or more. Have you seen this team play? Who cares what section your tickets are in? You should be paying me, including cash for concessions, to take your tickets. I haven't ran into.
Why are you wanting to go? If you get out of here, get out of here.
Oh man, this comes. I mean,
listen, this is a year where you shouldn't be. I agree with a lot of that. I mean, listen, you feel bad because you've invested the money, you bought the tickets, you paid the hefty donation, and you bought the stock at $100 a share, and it's worth $20 now. Or 10, and you'd like to get some of your money back. And I get it. Give the tickets to someone at your church, give them to someone at work, give them to someone that doesn't buy tickets, that never gets to go, and write it off as goodwill. That's all you can do right now. Now, you're not going to get face value. You're not going to get your, people that are trying to sell them for face value plus a fraction of your donation. You can forget that. Ain't happening.
Yeah.
You might get face value if they're like between the 40s. Maybe. That's a big maybe.
Yeah. Don in Greenwood texted in, says his beef was with the problem we were talking about with Chad Morris's family not living here in Arkansas, because it gives the impression that even though Chad thought his time here might be limited, we have become the premier spot for coach to get a job. I'm not understanding that. Yeah. Win a couple games, lose 15-20, walk away a millionaire. Oh, I think that if Chad Morris is fired, no matter what, he's going to be walking away a millionaire. Yeah. He's already a millionaire.
It's a tough deal when your kids are ingrained in a high school. They're ingrained in a school. They have friends. They've played in a system to uproot your kids when they got a year or two left. It seems like they're near the finish line. You've went to school in a certain place. Now listen, particularly when you moved your kids around, and I didn't grow up in a military family, or my dad didn't have a job where we moved from city to city. I know we got a lot of people that, your parents or you served in the military, so you moved town to town, or your parents had jobs where you moved frequently. You were transferred often. That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and coaching's one of those kind of professions where, you know, you'd like to finish in one place where your kids get to go to high school and finish out 3 to 4 years in one spot. Sometimes you make that deal with your kids. Hey, this is the place I'm going to be. And then when dad ends up taking a job elsewhere, you know, you have the financial means to kind of make a tough decision for mom and the kids to stay in one place and dad go to work in another so that the kids can finish high school in one spot. It's not just about football. Sometimes it's just about your kids socially developing and you know, I don't know what the Morris family, that's up to them. That's a family decision, not a football decision.
Yeah. I have not had an issue with this.
No, that's off the table for me.
Yeah, and because it's like, listen, it's his family. And whatever's best for your family needs to be best for your family. I have no problem with it.
Yep.
So those who keep bringing it up as far as that's some negative,
I don't have a problem with
him
him watching his kid on Friday because he's been other places too. It's not like he's only at his kid's game and hadn't been elsewhere.
Yeah,
because that's not true either.
Exactly, and I'm sure that a lot of you who are parents out there, and if you can remember back to when your son was playing high school football, did you miss any games?
Mm-hmm.
Did you make sure that you were there? It's the same thing, you know. I just. Like I said, I don't have any issue with that. No, I don't think that's a problem. Joe in Centerton says his beef is all the Razorback fans saying year one doesn't count for Morris when he was hired, and now you want to use it against him in year two. I haven't heard any Razorback fans really say that. I don't think we had anyone calling saying that year one doesn't count for Morris. I think it absolutely counts.
Oh no, that's been said before.
Really?
I mean,
I haven't heard it.
Well, because he didn't really get to put his fingerprints on that first recruiting class. That very first one, because it was really a bad time to hire a new coach because that was the first year of the early signing period.
Yeah. I thought
he came in with days. I mean, not weeks, days till the early signing period.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot all about that. That was not ideal. Not ideal in any regard.
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you real quick about Gaston's White River Resort and Thanksgiving. I know it's October 16th today, but think about Thanksgiving right now because a lot of people are going to want to get away for that week because your kids are out of school, maybe the whole week or a few days. Thanksgiving buffet all day. Even if you don't want to stay at Gaston's, they're going to have an all-day buffet at Gaston's that you and your family can enjoy. Call now because we want to tell you now because the cabins and the lodges are already booking up. They've got 80 of them, and when they're booked, they're booked. So if you want to stay Wednesday through the weekend, you want to arrive on Thanksgiving Day, stay Friday, Saturday, Sunday, book a guide, stay for the weekend at Gaston's, but now's the time to make the reservation. Even if you just want to stay or come over and eat for the day and not cook, they can take care of that as well. Call and make the reservations now for Thanksgiving. 870-431-5202 for Gaston's White River Resort. Thanksgiving at Gaston's. Gaston's White River Resort. A first-class time every time.
The voice of Razorback fans across Arkansas. The Morning Rush continues next.
Save up to $5,000 on select in-ground pools at Burton Pools and Spas. Fall is the perfect time to start planning your backyard oasis for next summer so you can relax and enjoy the lazy days poolside with family and friends. Burton Pools and Spas also has luxury spas, grills, and patio furniture. Don't wait. Save up to $5,000 right now on select in-ground pools, including saltwater models. It's all at Burton Pools and Spas. Stop in for the details. Burton Pools and Spas in Springdale and in Fort Smith. Your source for backyard fun.
Supercuts of Arkansas is raising breast cancer awareness and donating to Bright Pink. Bright Pink is the only nonprofit organization that focuses on prevention and early detection of breast and ovarian cancer. Join the fight, breast cancer awareness. Donating to Bright Pink, the only nonprofit organization. Supercuts help them reach their goal of $10,000. Supercuts is conveniently located and serving its community 7 days a week. Supercuts, they're super into the movement. Supercuts, fresh, clean, sharp.
Computer, execute 12.4p operation.
Optimizing algorithm. Running encryption packet alpha. Night. Oh, I don't feel so good.
What is it, computer?
Is it hot in here? It feels hot in here. I feel a little clammy. I should lie down or something.
A computer with a virus? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much you could save by switching to Geico.
Those oysters Rockefeller were a mistake.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
The Morning Rush is brought to you by Supercuts, who supports local teams. Supercuts, we're super into the movement.
The Catfish Kitchen at the top of Logtown Hill in Van Buren has lunch specials every weekday from 11 till 2, starting at only $7.99. Try the 3-piece catfish filet dinner with hand-cut fries and all the fixins. It's only $11.29. And the Catfish Kitchen is more than catfish. Try their shrimp dinners, cooked any way you like it. Chicken tenders, crab cakes, or one of their po' boy sandwiches. The Catfish Kitchen, open Tuesday through Sunday 11 till 9 at 727 Fayetteville Road at the top of Logtown Hill, across from the police station in Van Buren.
You always get more at Orr.
We always put the customer first at Orr Chevrolet in Fort Smith. Since 1924, the Orr family of dealerships has grown based on one simple principle. Give the customer more money for their trades and give them a lower price on their new vehicle. It's a simple concept, really, but one that very few dealers honor anymore. Hey, we know you paid a lot of money for your vehicle, and Orr Chevrolet wants to pay you the maximum amount for it today. Then we'll give you an awesome price on a new Chevrolet. But we're not done giving you more. Included with any new vehicle sold. Orr Chevy will also give you a lifetime powertrain warranty, 2 years of free maintenance, and free car washes for life. So come get a lower price and more money for your trade today at Orr Chevrolet on Auto Park Drive in Fort Smith and 24/7 at OrChevyFS.com. Chevy, find new roads.
You always get more at Orr.
Spring is in the air. Not in the house, Dalton. Okay, AJ. Aw, snap, I told you not in the house. Red Kool-Aid all over the white carpet. Mom and Dad are gonna... Okay, AJ. I can't believe it. We're so in trouble. I told you so.
Thank you for calling Service Master Clean. This is Tanya. How can I help you?
Tanya, it's Dalton. For the clean you expect and the service you deserve. Think Service Master Clean. Visit us online at smcleanonline.com.
Got a mystery stain on the carpet and the kids insist they don't know what it is? Or you're just ready to give the house a good spring cleaning? Call Service Master Clean at 646-4087. Call today for spring specials.
Service Master Clean. For the clean you expect and the service you deserve. It's okay, AJ.
You're telling me there is a place?
3 places, 2 in Fort Smith, 1 in Van Buren.
That can do everything to my pickup?
And my car. Jody'sAuto.com can do everything, from oil changes and maintenance to repairs. All repairs. They'll even tow it in and then fix it if your truck breaks down on the road. One stop everything.
What about tires?
All the best brands. These people really know tires and have free flat repair and free road hazard. Best prices on tires anywhere. Price match guarantee.
Okay, so what's the catch? I bet they don't do financing, right?
Nope, wrong again. Jody'sAuto.com has the best credit card in the car care industry, and you can apply online.
Jody'sAuto.com voted best of the best for customer service, and a big part of that is convenience. One stop for everything. 3 oil change specials, tires, service, repair, maintenance, towing, and fleets. 3 locations since 1984. Convenience and trust. Jody'sAuto.com.
Tri-Hill Turf offers the highest quality turf and pest services. Hey, you say those are big words. Well, let's see. Tri-Hill Turf and Pest has a company agronomist, state and nationally certified technicians, free soil testing, and they even have precision GPS guided application equipment. Now that's high tech. For over 30 years, Tri-Hill Turf and Pest has used the latest application technology, and they strive for turf and pest excellence. They are your local turf and pest experts. Call the local team at 782-0404. Tri-Hill Turf and Pest.
ESPN 95.3.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot.
The morning show that doesn't come to pain. This is The Morning Rush.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. We are brought to you by Arvest Bank.
Hey, have you checked your mortgage rate lately? A lot of times people get their mortgage closed and then they forget about what the rate is. They just put the payment on auto draft and honestly forget about it. Your friends at Arvest Bank would love the opportunity to review your current loan. With Arvest's competitive rates right now, you might find you're able to lower your monthly payment, shorten the term of your loan, or maybe do both. And Arvest services 99% of the loans that they originate, so most of the time you can deal with any of your local branches for all your mortgage needs. Call Arvest today. Randy will get you started, 479-573-1127. That's 479-573-1127, or download the Home For Me app to your mobile device and search for a Arvest loan officer near you. Arvest Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I think the best thing about our texting line is that if people use the swear words, they at least do it via the text line instead of doing it on the air. So I think that's a plus. I'm not saying you should need to just litter our text feed with expletives. That's not what I'm saying. Just saying that it's appreciated. It's appreciated that if you're going to do it, do it on the texting line instead of on the air. Because on What's Your Beef Wednesday, especially with the Razorback football team, there's going to be a lot of that. That is for sure. All right, let's get into your Hog update here on the Morning Rush.
Arkansas football. It's the players running through the A. Hog hats. It's more than 70,000 fans calling Woo Pig Sooie.
It's a great day to be a Razorback.
Guys, I've got just one thing I want to say to you. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Arkansas wins the national championship! The Arkansas Razorbacks have completed the dream season!
This is your Hog Update on the Morning Rush.
All right, it's time for your Hog Update, presented by Ozark Sportsman Supply.
Yeah, Carhartt coats, jackets, bibs, vests, jeans, shirts, anything Carhartt you need, they've got it. Ozark Outpost Casual Clothing and Footwear. If you're a working man and a working woman that works outdoors, hey, winter months and the true winter weather is just around the corner, and everything Carhartt is there under one roof for you. Plus all the fun stuff, too. Firearms, gun safes, archery, fishing supplies, and the largest selection of accessories in Northwest Arkansas. Plus, don't forget their 15-lane indoor gun range that they've recently updated with tons of fun stuff that you're going to find there as well. Hey, why go anywhere else? It's all under one roof at the Ozarks. Ozark Outpost Casual Clothing and Footwear and Ozark Sportsman Supply. Highway 412 West, barely out of Springdale in Tawnytown.
So for your Hog Update, if you want some good basketball news, Isaiah Joe has been named to the All-SEC second team by the media. Not necessarily surprised by that, but Tommy, he's from Fort Smith. Did you think that he would be to this level this quick? I mean, I know he's a good player.
Very good player at Northside, yeah.
Yeah, but to be All-SEC second team, I'm not saying anything against it.
Honestly, not surprised.
It's impressive how well he's been playing, and if that red-white game is any indication, he is not dropping off at all. One of the smoothest three balls he's got. It's just pure every single time he shoots it. But Arkansas was also picked by the media to finish 11th out of 14 teams. I have a feeling they're going to finish higher than that. Is that being too excited?
11. Is it going to be hard to finish above?
Well, listen, this conference
11th?
is good, man. Yeah. The basketball side of things has really stepped it up and improved.
Yeah, 11th probably won't get you in the NIT though.
No, that's why I think they'll finish higher.
Yeah.
Would you? But I guess in the first year,
I think they'll finish better than 11th. Yeah.
Is there really an expectation for year one? Like, is it kind of like
reason? That's one reason I keep coming back to. Do you really want Vanover eligible this year? Because there are going to be expectations as you move forward,
especially in that 2020 class. If he's able to get some of those kids,
coaches want to win and win now. Fans want to win and win now, and then they go and they upset a couple of teams to start conference play. If that happened, then you change your expectations. So, I don't know.
I mean, I get it, but I just have this. I've always just wanted this thing where if you got a guy that has a chance to play, you play him.
So, if you go on Sunday,
I plan on it.
Yeah, a lot of people probably plan on going. You need to get your tickets and make your plans to be there. $10 will get you in for Sunday as they dedicate the court for Nolan Richardson. So you can be there Sunday for the big dedication of Nolan Richardson Court. And it's a historic day. Going to play Arkansas Little Rock. And I think a lot of people, I expect a lot of people to show up.
They're called Little Rock, Tommy. Please.
Little Rock.
The preferred Arkansas nomenclature, if you don't mind.
All right.
Nomenclature? I don't know. It sounded right. That's what people. I just remember that was a big thing. They're like, no, we're no longer UALR. We don't want to be
call them Euler.
Yeah, you said Arkansas Little Rock. They just want to be referred to as Little Rock. So it is a historic day for that reason too.
I got an email on this here. I was going to just tell you it's Sunday. Doors tip-offs at 3. Doors open at 1:30. Tickets are $10, and of course the money raised from the $10. This isn't included in your season ticket package. Goes to help flood victims from all the floods back early in the summer. So
nice.
You can go to ArkansasRazorbacks.com, get your tickets, and be there as they unveil Nolan Richardson Court this Sunday, October 20th, against UA Little Rock. That's what it says right here. UA Little Rock.
Just telling you what I was told.
I'm just telling you what the script says that the university sent us. So.
Script's never wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
$10 proceeds from this event benefit Arkansans affected by last spring's floods. So
how many people do you think will be there? It's a Sunday. I mean, they got two big events going on. Obviously, the biggest one being Nolan Richardson Court, but playing Little Rock. How many people do you think will be there?
13,000.
That's fair. When's the last time Arkansas got over 10,000 at an exhibition game would be one I want to know.
Seating and parking and first come, first serves. I mean, were you surprised? I mean, they filled it halfway this isn't a practice. They filled it halfway up in Barnhill. Barnhill had some mystique and nostalgia, and people wanted to show up for that. There's going to be more entrances and easier access to get in. I'd say more people will show up for this. You're playing an actual team. It's kind of an actual game. I just think there would be more people show up.
I do too.
And you want to be there for the Nolan Richardson unveiling. So,
will the Slobber Hog be on the court, though?
I don't care either way.
I wonder how they're going to do it. Are they going to have the...
Is there going to be a big tarp?
That's what I was
going
to... Because here's the thing.
Gotta be.
If you walk in and the entire floor is tarped, there's a Slobber Hog on that dadgum court.
Then you got to tarp the whole floor.
Yeah. But if there's not, and it's just Nolan Richardson Court, then they'll just probably have that part.
They got to go down to the baseball field, get down to Baum, and get the big tarp or something put over there.
Well, because I think, at least when they've done it with other naming of courts, they always just kind of almost like a piece of tape that they just kind of peel off when the court's named. But if the whole thing's tarped or the whole thing's...
Mm-hmm.
Man. See, that's the exciting part about it.
Listen, this is a good time to redo the floor because there's a new three-point line this year. So it's really timed out well to have to redo the whole floor because there was other reasons to have to redo the floor anyway.
So. And from what I've also seen, because I've seen pictures of it, that museum that they have down in the concourse, and is it the south entrance, I think,
yes.
with the glass entrance? They've all been taken out. So I don't know what's planned there. Maybe a beer garden. Maybe they're redoing the museum. I'm not totally sure, but there's going to be some changes there as well. So a lot of things to look forward to on Sunday for Bud Walton as Nolan Richardson will have his name finally on the court.
Hey, are you tired of your noisy neighbors, looking to upgrade your apartment, looking for a duplex or a townhome to live in? Whether it's in Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley, Hot Springs, Central Arkansas, or an entire other state, Trinity Multifamily can help you find a new place to call home. Make Trinity Multifamily your first call, 479-452-1817, or use the easy-to-use search tool online at trinitymultifamily.com to search rental properties near you. They have over 21,000 units in 15 different states for you to search from. Trinity Multifamily is your teammate in the real estate game.
Justin Ferguson of The Athletic, who covers Auburn, will be joining us on the other side of the break. Stay with us, folks.
Metal Direct offers high-quality prefabricated metal buildings, metal roofing, custom trim shops, carports, and more. They strive to be a company where contractors as well as do-it-yourselfers are welcome. Metal Direct assists you in calculating the materials needed to complete your project, all at a rate you can afford. Stop by their location at 7420 Enmar Drive in Little Rock, one block off University behind Napa Auto Parts, or call them at 501-562-3112. Metal Direct, the right material for the right price.
What's your more? Maybe it's more time to pursue work on your golf swing. At the old course at St. Andrews. Whatever you'd like more of, Powerball from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery can turn those dreams into reality. And the next drawing is for more than $90 million. So go to your local lottery retailer and get your ticket to more today. This is winning. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Are you in the market for a new pool or spa? Seaside Pools and Spas has been constructing quality pools in the four-state area since 1967. It's your one-stop shop for chemicals, equipment, spas, and in-ground pools. With a service department like no other, Seaside Pools and Spas can help you with any repair, maintenance, or renovation needs necessary. Visit Seaside Pools and Spas today in Springdale and Bentonville or online at seasidepools.com.
Your fence is more than a decoration. It's a reflection of its owner. Choosing a fence company should be done with integrity and quality in mind. The Fence Man has been providing fencing and security solutions for over 40 years. An in-house custom iron and gate department, plus an access control department. The Fence Man offers services other companies aren't equipped to do. The Fence Man, fencing and security solutions to protect what matters most. 479-782-3936 or online at thefencemancompany.com, a division of Quantum Property Services.
Your number one Arkansas fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Jerry Roller Insurance is a winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call Jerry Roller Insurance today at 479-785-5555 or visit their website at jerryroller.com. Again, that's 479-785-5555 or visit their website at jerryroller.com.
Arkansas Valley Electric Cooperative is excited to introduce Wave Rural Connect. They're bringing state-of-the-art high-speed fiber internet plus TV and phone services right into the homes of all members. If you're an Arkansas Valley Electric Cooperative member, go to waveruralconnect.com to sign up. That's waveruralconnect.com or call 1-833-4WAVE-RC. Arkansas Valley Electric Cooperative and Wave Rural Connect, changing the communities we serve.
Fall is here, and the weather may not always be nice outside, but it's always nice inside. Keep your game sharp no matter the season on the TrackMan Simulator only at the Golf Nut. This is the same technology used on the PGA Tour for ball tracking on TV. The world's top players trust TrackMan when it comes down to data accuracy, and you can too. The Golf Nut, 5121 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith's #1 golf shop since 1994. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for daily specials. The Golf Nut.
The fall celebration is here at Crabtree RV. Take advantage of RV show pricing on hundreds of new models. Deer Hunter specials under $10K and wholesale to the public prices on dozens of pre-owned RVs and the most money for your trade. These deals are so good, it's scary. And we are topping it off with the Crabtree Trunk or Treat, Saturday, October 19th at 6 p.m. Bring the kids and celebrate with us at Crabtree RV in Alma, where your family's dreams come true.
Where can you get award-winning Memphis-style barbecue in Fort Smith? Whole Hog Cafe on Burrow Road across from Cisterna Plaza off 71 South. Feast on world champion barbecue with their famous potato salad and smoky sweet baked beans while watching sports on the big screen. Plan your business meeting in the banquet room that seats 40. If it's a morning meeting, the coffee is on them. And they cater any event, large or small, and provide servers if you want. Open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner and a convenient drive-through for takeout orders. The new location on Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith is coming soon.
Are you looking for a new place to call home? Whether you're looking for an apartment, duplex, townhome, or a house, Trinity Multifamily has you covered. They even have options in surrounding states, from Texas to Michigan and Kansas to Tennessee. If you're looking for a new place to call home, make Trinity Multifamily your first call at 479-452-1817. That's 479-452-1817. Or online at trinitymultifamily.com to search rental properties near you.
It's football season and the right play is at Hertz Car Sales, 2810 Midland Boulevard. Their business is quality used cars at a great price with their #1 goal of passing the savings on to you. The latest makes and models, low mileage vehicles with an overall experience that can't be matched. Make the short drive to 2810 Midland Boulevard today and find that there's no better way to buy your next vehicle. Call them today at 783-1722 or check them out online at buyfromhertz.com. Hertz Car Sales. What are you waiting for?
ESPN Arkansas weather.
Best chance of showers and storms tonight will be early, then we'll see a little clearing overnight. We drop down into the low 40s north, upper 40s south. Wednesday, a whole lot of sunshine, a whole lot cooler as well, upper 50s north, mid 60s south, and we're on our way to the upper 60s Thursday. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
Weather is brought to you by OG&E Weatherization Program for Arkansas customers with homes at least 10 years old. Call 1-800-272-9741 for details or log on at OGE.com.
Radio station.
KERX, Paris, Fort Smith, from the Bush and Bushlight Studios. This is ESPN 95.3. This hour of the Morning Rush is brought to you by Bud Light, brewed with the best barley, rice, water, and hops to be America's favorite light beer. Bud Light, please drink responsibly. Broadcasting live from the Toyota Studios, this is the Morning Rush.
We keep putting ourselves in position to win games, and we're not stringing things together to finish it, and that's our job as coaches. We've got to get our guys to do a better job of executing, making things clear for our guys so they can just go out and play and be able to execute in those key moments. Our guys want to win. We want to win for them. We want it for them. I will say this, they're playing extremely hard.
With John Neighbors.
Every time you put a mic in my face, I'm going to say Arkansas.
And Tommy Kraft.
My friends and I, we drank beer, liked beer, still like beer.
The Morning Rush starts right now.
2 hours down, 1 hour to go. Appreciate everybody listening in on this beautiful day here in the great state of Arkansas. John Neighbors, Tommy Kraft, Maddie T, all in studio with you today. And thank you, as always, for making us a part of your morning this morning. We're brought to you by World of Wireless.
Yeah, 877-305-DISH. They got a new load of Tailgater units. This is the portable satellite system that's easy to use if you're going to deer camp here in a few weeks. You're going to the game this Saturday. Anywhere you want to take TV on the go, these things are easy to use. They weigh about 8 pounds or look like a cube. And instead of taking that dish and LMB everywhere you go, and then you got to point it, and all you need is this thing. It weighs like 8 pounds, like we said. You hook it up, and you can get everything else set up while it does the work. And so take it to deer camp, take it to the lake, take it really anywhere. And you can watch TV where you want to go in high def with World of Wireless. Find out more when you sign up. You sign up for a 2-year plan, you can get a discount on one of these, plus a $200 Visa gift card when you make the move to Dish with World of Wireless. 877-305-DISH for all the details with World of Wireless.
Arkansas is taking on the Auburn Tigers this Saturday, 11 a.m. in Razorback Stadium. The game will be on the SEC Network. Arkansas trying to figure out some answers, and they're probably finding the worst time to play Auburn, coming off of their bye week, sitting at 5-1 and the number 11 team in the country. And to help us talk more about and preview this game from the Auburn perspective, we welcome in to the Cherokee Casino Hotline Justin Ferguson of The Athletic. Justin, appreciate you joining us this morning, man. How you doing?
Doing well. How are you guys?
Well, we're doing well. We've been having plenty of content to discuss as Arkansas has been sitting at 2-4, 0-3 in conference. Hasn't been going well for the Razorbacks, but I do want to start right now with Auburn because they looked like just a team that was a force to be reckoned with through the first 5 games, and I think that they're still a really good team, sitting at 5-1 with that one loss against Florida. Just what's the overall vibe like for Auburn fans halfway through the season, of how they feel like the job's done by Malzahn? Are they really pumped up and excited about the season? Just what's the overall mood over there in Auburn?
It's a mostly positive view from Auburn, because I think if you'd have told a lot of Auburn fans heading into the season, hey, at the halfway point you're going to be 5-1 with a true freshman starting quarterback, they'd be like, all right, that's pretty good. I mean, that would be that would say acceptable amount of success that we would want to see this year from this team. I think the problem is that right now you still got a bad taste in your mouth if you're an Auburn fan from what happened against Florida. Auburn's offense couldn't do much of anything. Bo Nix had his worst game yet, and just made a lot of freshman mistakes that he had really avoided the first 5 games in the times they were winning. So it was just kind of all the bad that could happen for him on offense did it in that one game, and it was the main reason why they lost and looked so bad against Florida. So that game really kind of switched some things up, I think, for certain members of the fan base, because you win that game, you're 6-0, and you look down to the stretch of the season and say, hey, well, if we just beat one of either LSU, Georgia, or Alabama, we could easily get a 10-win season. But I think Auburn fans are looking at it now and saying, okay, if we couldn't get it done against Florida, what are we going to do against LSU? And then you got Alabama coming in later. And I know Georgia looks a little bit more susceptible, but they've been a tough team always for Auburn. So it is kind of just a little bit of a wait and see, because I think that Florida game kind of reset some of the expectations for the rest of the season for Auburn.
Yeah. I know what Malzahn's answer to this would be, but I want your answer, Justin. How do you think they spent the bye week? Getting ready for Arkansas, who's a 2-win team, or kind of peeking ahead to the second-ranked LSU Tigers, who is a huge game and would keep Auburn alive in the chase for the Western Division, the college football playoffs, and like you said, that 10-win season?
Yeah, I think they spent the off week, getting ready for the second half of the season in general. I think Arkansas, they're a team where Auburn comes into this game saying, if they take care of business and they play to their potential, they should be able to, beat Arkansas, without too much trouble. But they do know that last year that Auburn did not move the ball well on offense at all against Arkansas. I know it was 34-3 was the final. that was because of defense and special teams. It was the worst offensive performance of the season for Auburn. John Chavis has been a thorn in Gus Malzahn's side. I think Brandon Marcello had the stat this week where it was like Chavis has been the defensive coordinator in 4 of Malzahn's 11 worst games, calling plays or being an offensive coach in college football. So, they wanted to focus on getting a little bit of a head start for Arkansas. But I think mostly it was just, hey, they've got to get together a better game plan on offense for the second half of the season. And that starts with Arkansas, but it also includes trying to figure out what they're going to do against LSU and then Georgia and then Alabama later in the year. So it's kind of more of a holistic thing looking at the second half of the season. But they appreciate getting a little bit of a head start on an Arkansas team that at least defensively gave them some trouble last season.
So just from your perspective, what do you make of Arkansas and Chad Morris this season? Because Razorback fans, by and large, are ready to jump ship and move on after starting 2-4. They haven't won a conference game. They lost to San Jose State. They lost to a Kentucky team that didn't even really have a quarterback. They had to play a wide receiver. Things are just really bad here in the state of Arkansas for the Razorback football program. From your perspective, what do you make of the situation that Chad Morris finds himself in year 2?
I mean, it's really, really tough because I look at Arkansas and it's just the talent just isn't there to really compete in the SEC West right now, and part of that is kind of what Morris inherited, and I don't think it's gotten a ton better these last couple of years. The thing that stood out to me these last couple of weeks about Arkansas is that you lose to San Jose State and you look as bad as you did probably earlier in the year. I know they the first game of the season, it was a lot closer than people expected it to be. They kept fighting, and that's something Malzahn said yesterday, and that's something that's been pointed out, the times I've been able to watch Arkansas this year, that A&M game, then Kentucky last week, is that, the talent's not there, but the team itself is not, folding it up and just saying, all right, we're done, which there's something to be said of that. And I know the Arkansas fan base is desperate for a winner and to get it back around, but, I mean, this is talent-wise, I think there's a big rebuild for no matter who is the coach ahead. So it is a really tough spot for Morris. I think the fact that he hasn't quite lost his team yet is something. There's something positive to take away from that. And I don't know if they'll be able to win an SEC game down the stretch this year because I just don't know if they'll have the talent to do so. But I mean, they probably should have beaten Kentucky, and they had a really good shot to beat Texas A&M. So I think, just in the fact that they keep fighting is at least a positive thing. I would think if looking at this Arkansas team.
When you look at Auburn and look at the depth chart, one thing that jumps out at you week in, week out, and again this week is 5 seniors starting on the offensive line. It's something that always is it goes into a formula for a winning football team and a successful football team as an experienced offensive line. Give us some more details on how they've played and really kind of what has been the base of Auburn's offense that's allowed a freshman quarterback to have the success he's had this year.
Yeah, I think the thing about Auburn's offensive line this year is that consistency is the thing that's kind of eluded them the most. They've got a lot of experience, but there are some games where they don't look like they're really executing well enough in the running game up front. I think the first half against Oregon, first half at times against Texas A&M, the whole game against Florida, they really had a hard time getting the ball moving on the ground. But then there are other times where even in the same games, and you saw it a little bit late against Florida, team can find ways to generate a good running game. So last year, Auburn's offensive line was the main reason why they struggled so much. This year, they're better. They're not an elite offensive line, but they're a solid one. And so they've done a good job in pass protection to let Nix kind of get comfortable in certain games. Again, it really didn't happen against Florida, but for the most part, it has. But yeah, that offensive line, it's good in pass protection, can be good in run blocking, and it's just did this off week kind of get them, a little bit more focused up on, okay, here's the things we really needed to work on. Here's the things that we're doing really well, because there's been times this season in most every game they've played where they look like they're capable of leading a really good Gus Malzahn offense. But I think it's just consistency. And I'm very interested to see what Auburn does this Saturday against Arkansas, because they need this game they need to go out and have a really good game on the ground, I think, to set up what they're going to have to do either in order to have just any sort of shot next weekend in Baton Rouge.
Well, and the thing about Auburn is just looking at their schedule, it's incredible. I mean, the fact that they, of course, have to play Alabama and LSU in their division, but then their two East opponents were Florida and Georgia, the two best far and away opponents in the East. So the schedule has not been kind to Auburn. But knowing the schedule and knowing the talent that they have and the type of team that they are they good enough to win the West? Because it's still open. I know that obviously LSU's looked really strong. You've had Alabama that's still going to be Alabama, but is Auburn good enough to win this division this year if things fall their way?
You know, I think their defense is good enough to keep them in every game and give them shots to beat LSU and Alabama. You know, I think as good as LSU and Alabama look on offense, and man, they look outstanding this season. I think Auburn's going to be the toughest test either of those teams face. I mean, just the way Auburn is playing defense this year, and it starts with a defensive line that is probably the best in the country right now. I think the defense will keep them in a lot of games. It's going to be a question about can the offense with a freshman quarterback, that inconsistent offensive line, do enough to hang with those big-time offenses that, you know, Auburn will give them some trouble, but you need to know that you're going to have to score a good bit of points to keep up with LSU and Alabama. So, you know, it's definitely possible. We've seen this happen twice now under Malzahn. You lose an early season road game, you regroup, you hit in 2013 and 2017. You play Georgia and Alabama at home. You're on the table and you go to Atlanta. It's going to be a lot tougher this year because you had to go to LSU on top of already taking that tough loss at Florida. So I don't think this is the year Auburn gets to Atlanta just because of the way LSU and Alabama are playing on offense and the fact that Auburn's still having to build in some areas on offense with their skill position talent. But I mean, they at least, if they can get to November and beat Georgia, at least they'll have a chance to be a pretty nasty spoiler with a shot at 10 wins this season, which with a true freshman quarterback, that is exactly kind of the season Gus Malzahn needed after all that hot seat talk surrounding him last year and heading into this season. Yeah,
when you look at it, it always stands out. I mean, when you got one guy that has a single digit on the defensive line, that stands out. But when you got three guys, Derek Brown, number 5, Big Cat Bryant with number 1, Marlon Davidson, number 3. You know they're good when defensive linemen have single-digit numbers. That just always stands out to me. I mean, you mentioned they're the best in the country. That just goes to show you how good they are when you got single-digit guys and you got multiple single-digit guys on the same defensive line.
And there's another one who's a backup defensive tackle. There's a number 8 in there as well. Adonis Miller Jr. has actually been playing a little better these last couple of weeks. But yeah, it is exactly the way Auburn wants to play defense, and this is kind of how they build their roster. They get the elite talent up front, keep them in school and develop them, and then try to get to the passer and stop the run with the strength on that defensive line. You can do a lot of solid things behind them on defense. Yeah, this is the culmination of years of recruiting and development and just keeping guys around. We're seeing it. I mean, Derek Brown's playing that number 5, playing like an All-American this season, and it's gone a really long way into getting Auburn to the position they're in this year.
All right, before we let you get out of here, Justin, just looking at this game in particular, Razorback fans aren't expecting much out of the Razorbacks. I think the line has moved to 19.5 points. Auburn is favored against Arkansas and Fayetteville. Just what do you think happens in this game? How do you think it goes? Do you think that this is another matchup where a Malzahn offense struggles a little against a John Chavis defense? What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough game to kind of predict in terms of like what the final score will be. I think Auburn wins, and I think Auburn wins solidly. I think the big question is they got to be able to run the ball, and can they get some consistency on that offensive line? Can Malzahn have kind of stay a step ahead of what Chavis is going to try to do on defense? Boobie Whitlow, their starting running back, is out for the next few weeks with having knee surgery. They've got 3 running backs they're going to try to rely on sort of a rotation. Can one of them kind of emerge as, okay, this is the guy we need to rely on for the next few weeks? So I expect Auburn to run the ball a good bit. Not to say Bo Nix isn't going to throw it, but I think this is going to be kind of a run-heavier game, which will probably put the score a little bit down. But, if Auburn's defense plays their game, Bo Nix doesn't turn the ball over, I think this is going to be, a win where Auburn covers and gets a good win, but I don't necessarily see Malzahn trying to hang 50 or 60 on Arkansas in this game, just because they're going to run the ball, I think, a good bit, and also because I think there's something to Malzahn and Chad Morris's friendship that I don't think Malzahn necessarily wants to kill a Chad Morris team if he doesn't have to. So I think it's going to be a focus on the running game, and it might have to be a little bit a little bit of a quicker game, which would be a good sign for Auburn.
Justin Ferguson, writer for The Athletic, covering Auburn. Really appreciate you hopping on with us this morning, Justin. Enjoy the game this weekend, man. We'll catch up with you, all right?
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
I appreciate it. Justin Ferguson and all guests join us via the Cherokee Casino hotline.
You know, an amputation or severe injury can leave you feeling left out of the game, but JP&O Prosthetic and Orthotic Labs are there for you. Today's prosthetics will allow you to live a full life and participate in all the activities you like and enjoy with technology to improve gait and movement. JP&O has braces for back and knee injuries as well as other joint injuries, along with periodic services for foot injuries you may be suffering with. JP&O has locations in Harrison, Mountain Home, Batesville, Branson, West Plains, and the Rogers, Fayetteville area to serve you as well. JP&O Prosthetic and Orthotic Labs, solutions, support, and value with world-class technology and services. He brings up the friendship angle there between Malzahn and Morris, and I partially agree with him that Malzahn won't go out of his way to run it up on Chad Morris the way he would have on a Brett Bielema team if given the opportunity, where there was probably no love lost there. But in today's world, John, with the College Football Playoff Committee, and let's just face it, score differentials matter. Auburn already has a loss. Now they do have still LSU, Georgia, and Alabama on their schedule, but score differentials matter. And they have that loss, and they're trying to get into that top 4 at the end of the year. Does Auburn need to score enough points in this game that if you're coming down to it and you're a 1 or 2 loss team at the end of the year and you don't know what the rest of the schedule is going to look like with other teams, do you want to make sure you have enough of a win here this week to impress the committee if needed at the end of the know. I don't think Malzahn's not the kind of guy. Friendship be damned. I don't think he takes his foot off the gas. You've got to when you're already kind of behind the 8 ball a little bit. You got to make sure you have an impressive enough win at a place like Arkansas.
Yeah, and I don't think that comes into play as much in college football, because I don't think that at the end of the day, if they end up going 10-2 and they're trying to think about maybe possibly if something crazy happened in college football, putting them in, I don't think they're going to look back and be like, well, they did beat Alabama and LSU, but they only beat Arkansas by 2 touchdowns. Like I don't think that's going to be the case.
And let's not forget, it may not just be one of those top 4 spots in the playoff.
But a New Year's Six Bowl.
A New Year's Six Bowl is what the committee's also deciding on as well. So
I think they just look at wins, man.
I think differential matters. I don't know that whether you win by 35 or 42 or 49. I think there's a cutoff at some point. But I think we also put too much stock in that, and I think we also put too much stock in this friendship angle as well.
Yeah, I do too, because listen, they're both professionals. Like Gus Malzahn wants to beat Chad Morris and beat him handedly. Like, let's just be honest. Friendships or not, this is a business. This is the SEC. There's no friendships. Listen, there's a reason why Nick Saban is undefeated against his former assistants.
Yep.
He wants to beat them.
What is it, 18-0 now?
Yeah.
After last week?
Yeah, I mean, listen, they can be friends. They can be cordial to one another, but at the end of the day, they want to crush each other. It's a battle. It's a war that you go out there with. So, yeah, I don't buy into that. However, I did find it very interesting that he brought it up, and, of course, he mentioned how Brandon Marcello brought it up as well, is that 4 of Gus Malzahn's worst offensive performances, I think 4 out of the 10, 4 out of 11, I think
11, yeah.
4 out of the 11 worst offensive performances by Gus Malzahn as a head coach at Auburn has come against the John Chavis defense, which, if you look at last year, and he brought it up, last year, the worst offensive performance Auburn had all year long was against Arkansas. And it's not like Arkansas was a good team. So I thought that was pretty fascinating. That's not going to say, oh, now Arkansas is going to win. Yeah. But I will be interested to see if maybe this won't be as high scoring of a game as maybe what we thought originally, because that's a great stat. Maybe there's something about John Chavis that ends up being some sort of matchup nightmare for Gus Malzahn and his offense.
And Gus runs a tempo, but at the end of the day, it's just a variation of the old wing T. You know, it's a spread run with a lot of eye candy, and a lot of people want to claim that John Chavis, the game's passed him by, it's old school. There's a lot of old school elements to what Gus likes to run.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really about 6 or 7 plays with a lot of variations on it. It's really what it is. Well, maybe for all you critics of John Chavis out there, this is the kind of offense that he's more adapt to. Now, we'll see if they can get to the freshmen this week, and we'll see if they can rattle Nix a little bit. So far, Only Florida's been able to get to him a little bit.
Yeah, and to throw this
Not much.
throw this factor in as well. Auburn's averaging about 230 yards per game rushing. Just huge. And they only have 193 yards passing per game. So obviously they're rush heavy. They have lost their best running back. I'm going to say his name. I'm just going to call him Jay Whitlow. We'll go with that one. Whitlow was second leader in the SEC in rushing at the time he was injured. He's going to be out for this game.
Right. Knee surgery.
So they're not going to have their best running back where their offense has been predicated on having a great rushing attack. Now, again, I'm not saying Arkansas is going to win this because of this fact, but it'll be very fascinating. That'll be the match that people need to watch, seeing how this defense matches up against a Gus Malzahn offense, because also, at least unless I've missed something, the defense is going to be, for the majority, pretty healthy. At least healthy enough to have their key players going to be in this game.
Need Scooter Harris to have a big game.
So maybe that spread, Tommy, of 19.5, once we do our Vince Man picks, may switch it up a little bit.
We'll see. Hey, if you're not going to the game Saturday, but you want to go somewhere and watch it, head to Joe's Grill and Cantina and watch the Hogs. Every time the Hogs are on, any sport, enjoy half-price apps and taps during all the games. TVs all around the restaurant, and great, delicious apps like brisket nachos, Mexican pizza, their big sampler platter. Anything on the appetizer menu is half price during the games, and all the beers on tap are half price as well. Half price apps and taps this Saturday. They'll be open for the game at 11 o'clock. Joe's Grill and Cantina, 3400 South 74th Street. It's right across from Harps at Joe's Grill and Cantina.
Coming up next on the Morning Rush, we'll be getting into your SEC update, go around the league, look at some storylines, and we'll also be able to shore up some of the text messages that you've been sending us via the Cherokee Casino hotline on giving us your beefs for today on a What's Your Beef Wednesday. We'll get to that on the other side.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fence Man and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas, we're fresh, authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh, homemade flour tortillas. La Huertas. At Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fence Man and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas, we're fresh, authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh, homemade flour tortillas. La Huertas. At Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fence Man and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas, we're fresh, authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh, homemade flour tortillas. La Huertas. At Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fence Man and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management,
to win the Heisman.
Yeah.
So,
and not that
still
anyone,
a long ways to go in that.
And not that anyone cares about this, but I will say this, that if LSU ends up winning the West this year, which would not surprise me at all if they do.
Nope.
And even if they don't win a championship, but they at least play for one, I will take back all the things I said about Ed Orgeron not being the right guy, not going to be able to take LSU to that next level like Les Miles was able to do. I will take it all back.
Ed Orgeron's not the right guy at a lot of places. Ed Orgeron is the right guy at LSU.
Mm-hmm.
He speaks their language, literally.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And he's been able to do something that no other coach at LSU has been able to do. And what is that, Tommy? Develop a quarterback.
Well, he got the right coordinators to get in there and help him.
I know, but I'm putting that all on him, though, and hiring the right guy.
Absolutely. That's
fair. So
that's absolutely right.
The fact that they even have a quarterback that's number one in the Heisman Trophy race, or at least in the Heisman watch, is so impressive.
Just look what the transfer portal has done. Without that,
yeah,
we wouldn't be telling this story.
Yeah.
So
without that, without Jalen Hurts being in Oklahoma, without Justin Fields being up at Ohio State, I mean, the list goes on and on. Every quarterback besides Tua, essentially, and Trevor Lawrence have been transfers. So, yeah, that ends up happening. Also, I want to have fun with this story. I know we're up against it, but I may want to bring it up again. You see this thing where Michael Bennett, the Patriots defensive lineman, who's always been controversial. He's always been pretty controversial. But he's been suspended for one game with conduct detrimental to the team. And according to sources, it's because there was a, quote, philosophical disagreement with his position coach, which happens to be Brett Bielema. What on earth could there have possibly been as far as philosophical differences?
But it must have been pretty bad if the head coach, Belichick, backed the position coach on this, because that's a players' league, man.
Yeah. Maybe it was on the philosophy of whether or not to go supersize at the fast food restaurant. I don't know. Maybe it was something like that.
Or show up for practice.
Yeah. I'm not totally sure. But when I saw that story, I'm like, of course. Has to be this way. Has to be classic Brett Bielema in that regard. So, I don't know. But it is funny, though, that, like, how often do you hear this from a Patriots team? Like, you almost never hear.
Nope. It usually never leaves their four walls.
Yeah. So it must have been something serious. So I'll be curious if more comes out about this story. We got one final segment here on the Morning Rush. We'll close up shop on the other side. Stay with us.
Honest Razorback talk that never yields. This is the Morning Rush.
Save up to $5,000 on select in-ground pools at Burton Pools and Spas. Fall is the perfect time to start planning your backyard oasis for next summer, so you can relax and enjoy the lazy days poolside with family and friends. Burton Pools and Spas also has luxury spas, grills, and patio furniture. Don't wait. Save up to $5,000 right now on select in-ground pools, including saltwater models. It's all at Burton Pools and Spas. Stop in for the details. Burton Pools and Spas in Springdale and in Fort Smith. Your source for backyard fun.
The fall celebration is here at Crabtree RV. Take advantage of RV show pricing on hundreds of new models. Deer Hunter specials under $10K and wholesale to the public prices on dozens of pre-owned RVs and the most money for your trade. These deals are so good, it's scary. And we are topping it off with the Crabtree Trunk or Treat, Saturday, October 19th at 6 p.m. Bring the kids and celebrate with us at Crabtree RV in Alma, where your family's dreams come true.
Hey there, this is Travis Tollett from Williams Tractor. As the calendar winds down, Williams Tractor is winding up the savings on your favorite color, True Blue. During the True Blue sales event going on now at Williams Tractor, take advantage of 0% financing, cashback options, and other year-end specials on select New Holland tractors, hay and forage products, and material handling equipment. Get in on all the True Blue savings now at Williams Tractor in Fayetteville, Berryville, or Bobcat of Northwest Arkansas and Rogers. But hurry in, the deal's in when the year does, on December 31st.
The Morning Rush is brought to you by Supercuts, who supports local teams. Supercuts, we're super into the movement.
unlimited personal group training at the Fort Smith Athletic Club. Personal group training is a great way to create accountability for your fitness while improving mobility, endurance, and overall wellness. Reach your fitness goals faster with personal group training. Only $60 a month. Call Mike Johnson at 479-926-0193. These workouts are high intensity and get results in under an hour. Only $60 a month. Call for class schedules and details. 479-926-0193. Results happen here at the Fort Smith Athletic Club.
Right now, I'm holding a perfectly ice-cold Coors Light. You know how I know it's the perfect temperature? Because the mountain on the can is blue. And also, it's really cold. Every Coors Light is cold filtered, cold lagered, and cold packaged. Notice how many times I said cold? 3 times. It's that cold. So make sure the mountain on your can of Coors Light is blue, because that means it's ready to enjoy. 2019 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Metal Mart offers high-quality prefabricated metal buildings, metal roofing, custom trim shops, carports, and more. They strive to be a company where contractors as well as do-it-yourselfers are welcome. Metal Mart assists you in calculating the materials needed to complete your project, all at a rate you can afford. They have locations in Fort Smith, Mayflower, Jonesboro, Pine Bluff, and Little Rock. Or you can find them online at metalmarts.com. Metal Mart, the right material for the right price.
Hey, this is Ted with Ed Walker's Drive-In. For more than 70 years, Ed Walker's has been the place to go for the best French dips and hand-patted hamburgers in town. Blue Plate Specials served Monday through Friday, and we're still the home of Fort Smith's only 5-pound hamburger. We're open 10 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week. Call ahead for pickup, 783-3352. Ed Walker's Drive-In, 1500 Towson Avenue in Fort Smith, where the legend lives on.
Frank Rowe Furniture.
Made in the USA Furniture.
Frank Rowe Furniture.
Made in the USA Speed Queen Washer and Dryers.
Frank Rowe Furniture.
In-store, no credit check financing.
Frank Rowe Furniture.
0 down and 0 interest with approved credit.
Frank Rowe Furniture.
Family owned and no high-pressure sales staff.
Frank Rowe Furniture.
Find us on Facebook and Instagram. 405 Fort Street, Barling, Arkansas. Your Made in the USA headquarters.
Best seats in the house.
Arkansas Valley Electric Cooperative is excited to introduce Wave Rural Connect, bringing state-of-the-art fiber internet, TV, and phone services right into the homes of all their members. Get amazing fast fiber internet 100 megabits for only $49.95 per month, or 1 gigabit for $79.95 per month. Go to waveruralconnect.com to find out where they're installing in your area, or call 1-833-4WAVE-RC. Arkansas Valley Electric Cooperative and Wave Rural Connect, changing the communities we serve.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest Bank. My goal today, stay on this bull for 8 seconds. Ease down. Maybe I should have let an expert help me accomplish my goal. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. We make getting a loan quick and easy, right out of the gate. So apply today in person or online. When it comes to your finances, trust the experts. Trust Arvest. Watch me attempt more goals at arvest.com/experts.
Massey Ferguson Tractors have arrived at Bush Machine and Tractor. They're proud to be the newest Massey Ferguson dealer in western Arkansas, providing you with a lineup of versatile Massey Ferguson tractors. They're built with straightforward power, smart fuel economy, and upgraded creature comforts, all in easy-to-drive models that are sized perfectly for your property. From the agile GC 1700 series subcompacts to larger 4700 series utility tractors. See their new Massey Ferguson lineup now at Bush Machine and Tractor in Fort Smith.
ESPN 95.3. We've heard some good things, and there's some things we need to work on. This is the Morning Rush.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. We are brought to you by Arkansas Valley Electric.
Yeah, they got Wave Rural Connect, and they are installing all of their members' high-speed internet with a fiber connection right to your door. TV and phone service are available as well. And you need to go to waveruralconnect.com and find out when they're installing in your neighborhood and to your meter. Now, this Friday, they're going to have a great event for members at their Van Buren location at 5600 North Highway 59. You have lunch for you. They're cooking hot dogs up on the grill, chips, sodas, and they're going to answer all your questions. Now go to waveruralconnect.com, and you can find out about the different phases of installation that they have going on right now. And they are in South Fort Smith and in parts of Crawford County turning on services right now. 100 megabits of internet service for $49.95. A gigabit of service, just $79.95. You can ask about TV and phone service as well. And if you sign up this Friday at the event in Van Buren, $100 off with the $100 sign-up fee waived for those that sign up at the event. So that'll save you $100 when you sign up this Friday from 11 to 2. That's this Friday, the 18th, from 11 to 2, 5600 North Highway 59 in Van Buren. Wave Rural Connect from Arkansas Valley Electric. Find out more online at waveruralconnect.com. That's waveruralconnect.com from Arkansas Valley Electric.
Those you've been texting into our Cherokee Casino hotline, 877-377-6963. If you had some questions from the 479, says, will Anderson be there for the Richardson Court unveiling? I would be shocked if Mike Anderson's there. I mean, he's got a season to get ready for over at St. John's.
He's
in New York.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be shocked. Now,
I don't expect Mike Anderson to be there.
No, but I think that's almost all.
A good thought, but no.
On almost all his former assistants and a lot of his former players. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of people there, but I don't think Mike Anderson is going to be one of those. Kyle in Fayetteville says Hogs should look to hire Joe Brady as their offensive coordinator. Look what he's done at LSU. Well, I think that a lot of people are probably going to be looking to want to hire Joe Brady at LSU after this season. In fact, I would be hard-pressed to think that Joe Brady sticks around very long, having the success that he's had at LSU. I'm sure that he'll be moving up the chain pretty quick, maybe even getting a head coaching job. I don't know if he likes the NFL more because I know he's with the Saints, had some success there, and maybe wants to go back to the NFL. But I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people looking at him to try to get that perspective and get him out there. So, also, a few of you have been texting in with your beefs as well. This one comes from the 417. What area code is 417?
That is Southern Missouri, Springfield, Southern Missouri.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
Branson.
That's why you know it. Okay, so
just Southern Missouri.
I just don't know area codes. He says his beef is Razorback fans and media only coming up with problems with the head coaching position instead of solutions. Well, what type of solution are you wanting? Like,
we can't install the solution, can we?
No, I don't think so. And even if we could, what would you do? Just fire Chad Morris and bring in Urban Meyer. Okay, there's your solution.
Yeah,
let's do that. Good grief. So, anyways, I want to throw that out there. Doug in Little Rock texts in, says, what's with all the Arkansas players attacking fans right now on Twitter? 6 of them in the last 3 days. I haven't seen all of them, but I did see one, I guess, if you really want to say one, that an Arkansas wide receiver, Tyson Moore, says that fans that don't even attend the U of A are the worst. That was a tweet he put out, and apparently it's razzled some feathers there.
All right.
So, I don't know.
Do you have to be an alumni or have attended to be a fan?
No.
I mean,
in fact,
the check still clears whether you win or not.
Yeah. In fact, there's a lot of people that grew up Razorback fans that did not attend the University of Arkansas.
I'd say most didn't.
Yeah.
Most fans didn't attend.
Yeah, I attended, but I was a Razorback fan before I attended. So I think that's a very bad take. Very bad take. And I know it's kind of the same thing when people get mad at other fans if they say we and us. Like as a fan, it's like, oh, did we win today, or are we playing today, or what time do we play today? I actually like fans doing that, because if you take possession of your team and of your program, that means you're passionate about it and you care about it, and you're going to obviously have more of a say in it and be more passionate about it continuing on. So I've never had problems with those types of things, or if fans aren't attending the university. Yeah, that's just weird. Very weird. Let's go to the Cherokee Casino hotline. Ben is in Fayetteville. What's going on, Ben?
Hey, guys. Good morning.
Morning.
Sorry I didn't get to talk to you guys yesterday, but I did have a chance. I've been watching this Saturdays in the South special that ESPN's been putting on.
Mm-hmm.
And last night I was watching the episode with Georgia and Auburn, and they had these 2 freshman running backs that they decided to give a chance, and that turned out to be Herschel Walker and Bo Jackson. We all know how that went.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that bothers me right now is the program is a sinking ship, and I don't understand why they're saving a life preserver for after the ship sinks. Why not give KJ Jefferson a run? The last quarterback that Morris redshirted quit and went to baseball. What do you got to lose right now? I mean, the ship's going down. Why would you save a so-called life preserver that KJ could provide? Maybe a spark. Georgia and Auburn were both bad programs when they suddenly got these two tailbacks that just brought them to life. Why wait? I don't understand it. I mean, and in today's transfer portal free agent player program that they've got,
right?
Why is what would entice KJ Jefferson to stick around whenever he sees freshman quarterbacks like, Fields that transferred from Georgia, rolls into a starting job at Ohio State. Tua was a freshman whenever he started playing there. Jalen Hurts was a freshman. I don't understand why you would hold on to something that's supposed to be good. I mean, it's like, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know if that's a beef or just a question as to what are you waiting for?
Yeah.
Are you waiting for him to leave? I mean, Connor Nolan, I think he saw the light and he was like, hey, I'm out of here. I don't want to get killed because the offensive line sucks.
Well, I think Connor Nolan saw he had a professional future in baseball, is what Connor Nolan saw.
You think KJ might see that he has a future somewhere else?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's always a possibility.
Yeah, and the thing about KJ, and I will agree with you to an extent, I'm not saying that KJ has to be the starting quarterback and play all 4 quarters. No. But I
give him
do.
A chance.
Yeah, and because that's the thing is because Chad Morris, there was an article. I wish I could remember who wrote it, but it was out of when I was out of Dallas when he was at SMU, and one of the quotes that Chad Morris had in it was referring to the fact that in order for the offense to really be its most successful, to have a dual threat quarterback, or at least a quarterback that can be athletic enough to do a lot of damage with their legs, which there's no doubt, at least from all the things that we've been hearing and all the reports we've been hearing, that KJ Jefferson is by far the most athletic quarterback on campus. And so that's
what we're told.
Yeah, and that to me is where you should have, and again, you don't have to play him all the time, but have packages for him, have different formations for him, have plays for him.
One last thing I'd like to add. If you've got some time sitting around your cubicle picking your nose today, if you're at work listening to this, go to a website, ponyfans.com. That's the SMU forum. Type in Chad Morris's name and see how happy they are that we've got him now. Y'all have a good one.
Appreciate the phone call, Ben. But, the whole KJ Jefferson thing, that we've had probably, every single week about text messages, about phone calls about KJ Jefferson. They just keep hearing about KJ Jefferson. That is one of the things that I don't understand, really, is why not? You traveled him to Kentucky, for instance. That was something that we discussed earlier this week. You had him travel to Kentucky, and you didn't do anything with him. And with this 4-game rule now with red shirts, why wouldn't you want to utilize him at least in some fashion?
Clay talked about that Monday, that sometimes you just want to give freshmen the experience of traveling, see what goes on. I'm with you. I mean, if you're only going to play him in 4 games, and there's no sense at all in burning a red shirt this year.
No.
None. Why wouldn't you at least have a package or two in a game like Kentucky where it seems to maybe make more sense? It makes less sense against Auburn, less sense against Alabama, less sense against LSU, more sense against Kentucky, Mississippi State, Western Kentucky. I mean, it just seems like now you're going to have to put him in one of these more difficult games and maybe that's part of the overall strategy. He spoke about not wanting to lose confidence in these younger players. He didn't specifically say KJ, but he was talking about KJ and freshman players and putting them out there, not wanting to lose confidence in putting them in these big spots. But to me, he's a player that has the elements and the dual threat that you don't have with Starkel and Ben Hicks.
Yeah.
I'm with you. He doesn't have to start. He doesn't have to play 4 quarters, but maybe he could play 4 plays. Maybe play in 4 series. If he goes out and he gives you an element that you don't have otherwise.
Well, and here's another example of
what
it,
are you
Tommy.
waiting on?
And I know it's not apples to apples comparison, but if you remember in 2006, the Florida Gators won the national championship. And what they did is they had 2 different quarterbacks. They had a guy by the name of Chris Leak, who was a senior, and they had a true freshman by the name of Tim Tebow. Both of those quarterbacks played. Both of those quarterbacks had different playbooks, different formations, different packages that were set for them because they were 2 different quarterbacks.
Hang on. Let's not confuse KJ Jefferson with Tim Tebow.
No, but you're missing my point.
Well, I understand, but
no, I'm not comparing them. I'm saying that they had formations because of the way that they were built.
I understand, but there was a whole reason why Tebow was out there. He was just on a different level. So
well, yeah, but
no, your point's valid.
Yes,
that why can't why can't he come in and run a whole different set of play? That's what I'm saying. They should build packages.
Yes,
and that's what I've been saying for 2 weeks, that they need to have a different offense, if you will, designed for KJ Jefferson to come in and change the pace of the offense when he arrives on the field.
Yes, and that,
he needs to come in and do what Lynn Bowden did for Kentucky. He needs to do for Arkansas.
Yes, and that was my whole point about the Florida comparison, because you had two different quarterbacks who had two different strengths that could add elements that the other one couldn't. And that's exactly what I think Arkansas should have to do. There's no doubt that Nick Starkel, for instance, has the most powerful arm on the team. He can probably throw it further than anybody, at least his accuracy downfield, even though it has some issues. He has that strength. That's something that Ben Hicks can't have. So,
but neither one of them can run it.
But neither one of them can run it.
The way we're hearing KJ Jefferson can run it from the pocket.
And with what Chad Morris is trying to do offensively and what this philosophy is all about, and also the way that college football is played today, those are the best types of quarterbacks you want for this system.
And KJ Jefferson's closer to the brand and style we've been hearing from day one that Chad Morris wants to be all about.
Yeah. And that's, again, why it's like...
What are you afraid of? That's my question. What are you afraid of?
You get 4 games.
You're 2-4. What are we afraid of here?
And probably won't see him against Auburn, even though it'll be teased a little bit, maybe you talked about a little bit. But, yeah, what do you got to lose? You get 4 games with him. He hadn't played at all. So 4 of the last 6 games, you can play KJ Jefferson. Why not? Throw some things in there. Let him get some game experience.
If you don't play him in 4 games,
it's a waste.
Why didn't you?
Yeah, it's an absolute waste. And will once again go along with the indecisions and the questionable calls made by the coaching staff. I don't know if we'll see KJ Jefferson at any point. Maybe we will, but I definitely would like to know the explanation to why he has not played yet. If he doesn't play at all the rest of the season, that's going to be very, very troubling. Appreciate everybody listening into the Morning Rush today. For Tommy Kraft and Maddie T, I am John Neighbors. Same sports show, same sports channel tomorrow morning. Have a great day, everybody. We will see you then.